Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Hey, anyone know this? Yes, I love titties. Big old titties.
Oh my God. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah,
I like the titties part.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know what happened. Like I did a panel and they handed me the mic and I was like, you guys notice that we don't see titties in movies anymore.
It's true though.
And then and I think it was Lofty made that and he put that in the video and I'm like, well shit.
That shit was lit.
It was true. It's true, man.
Is.
Every damn time I watch a movie, I'm like, all right, cool. And there's a hot chick and I'm like, all right, cool. And she's
Not
like
anymore.
she's like, they're starting to, love on each other, right? Like her and her dude. And I'm like, oh God. And then like it flashes to the next scene.
Yeah,
And they're
fades out.
They're just under the covers.
Goes
and
to the
she's like,
fire scene. Fireworks.
the sheet is covering the top of her breast. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. And then he stands up and his like dick falls out.
Yeah,
I'm
ass
like,
and
what?
dick out.
You can't even give me a side
That's
boob.
normal. That's the
Give me a
normalized.
damn side boob and you give me full on erection.
Do you know that when they do put like the big stars naked, it's a body double a lot of times?
Yeah, dude.
Isn't that crazy? I had no idea.
Dude, I can work with that, but I can't.
Not me, because I'm like, then it's not worth it because
not
this
real.
star, yeah, it's like, come on, man, I want to see this one.
It's not real. As her nipples aren't really her nipples. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's like you remember
advertising.
I think it was called Beyond Two Souls, maybe. It was a PS3 game.
Oh
and
yeah,
had,
yeah, where she had like the spirit in her.
Yeah, and it was that one chick Ellen Page.
Yeah.
And like the guy who like coded the game just like made it. He like zoomed out so you could see her whole naked body, and then she was like super pissed. And I'm like, well, for one, it's not even really you.
See,
He just put he just put some titties on her.
The deep fake shit that just happened a couple weeks ago. Everyone was
titties
crying
on her. It's
over it
fine.
and shit.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, by the way, everybody in chat, like the stream. You're all plebs. If you don't like the stream, I'm banning you immediately. All right.
I will
Also,
from my chat.
Yeah. Mainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are in locals, I see real long last name, Mr. Cage. Love you, guy. He just said Montsuri. I agree. That wasn't Montsuri, by the way. That's probably what he's talking about. Locals. If you're in locals chat, you're a bitch. Love you. And
that was
also,
in person. My bad.
That was in person. Yeah. Dude.
Oh shit. Okay. My screen was away because I was making the post. I didn't see what was happening. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, we were doing a panel and I was talking about titties. So, also, I talked to you in chat before this. I said, hey man, you down for some fight milk and some naked snake? Now I don't know.
Yeah. So
Nick did this last stream. I don't know.
I'm down.
You want to do? You want to do both?
Even though I know I'm not built for it, I'm doing it.
Dude, Nick looks like a melting snowman.
I'm not talking about the look because I'm jacked. I'm talking.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the
Perfect.
fight milk.
Oh, yeah, dude. All right, cool. So everybody in the chat, you heard it first. If we hit the naked snake goal and fight milk goal, FLAWD will do it. There you go.
Yeah.
You get on it, doggone it.
Do it.
God. We're gonna have 2 streams in a row, son.
I wasn't sure what you were saying because I watched the first CAMELCAST and I was like, what is he saying? Naked snake. What is this that he's saying? And then I ended up getting in the shower and I went for a walk and I didn't see what it was, but
what have I agreed to?
Yeah.
What have I agreed to? Shani says, for the twerk, thank you for that. Duck. Shani, I love you. I appreciate you. First pink boy already in the gullet down my face. My favorite place to have the pink boys is on my face. And don't forget Billy Hatcher. I hope we get naked snake again and double fight milk for tonight's stream. Yeah,
double fight milk? What?
Yeah, we got double fight milk last stream with Nick. But he didn't.
And he did them both. Oh, I was
he
about
only
to
did the
say.
single, which is
Okay.
that's more than I could ever ask for.
Well, if we get double, I'm doing double.
Oh,
however
shit,
many
well,
times
God.
it happens, I'm down for the cause 100%. That's how I do this, man.
Oh my God! All right, well,
Yeah.
that's good. All right, Billy Hatcher, Shani, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Patrick Power, I saw you in here. I missed you, baby. I texted you earlier, Patrick. I don't know if you saw it. I'm sure you did. Now you probably already responded. Yeah, you already damn responded. I love you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys being here. So we're gonna talk about a lot.
Hold on, I want to say this because
Oh yeah, go ahead, dude.
I saw you say on Twitter that you were looking for people to have on the show. You said I had a great show at Rakita yesterday.
Yeah.
Who else wants to come on the show?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I should hit him up and say I want to go on the show. I don't know if he would really if he sees it like that. And then you
What
hit
about
me up.
me?
It's
Yeah.
wild.
It all worked out.
Fire.
Yeah. Dude. Well, you know,
say
there
thank
was
you.
about 72 people that said no, so I had to message you. So
It still counts for something.
No, I will have I'll have Gary Nerdrotic will be on in 2 weeks.
That's epic.
Trying to get It's a Gundam, but he's being a bitch.
Damn,
and then,
you got friends, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, no, I have friends that have friends. I don't have any friends.
Yeah,
it's just me and you, to be honest.
That's the same with me.
Yeah, dude. So, anyways, I want to talk about a lot of stuff today, and we're gonna ramble a little bit, and I'll talk to Chad a little bit because we got Trent Westbrook in there, and I gotta say hi to my boy. This dude is a goat. All right, he sent me a print of Darth Maul that he did, because he used to work, I think, for a company that did them. And I'm sorry, Trent, if I'm not explaining this correctly, but he sent me one of like the rare prints. There's only a couple of them, and it's bad. It's in my music room right now.
See,
it's bad, dude. It's so beautiful. Darth Maul's like easily the best Star Wars character of all time.
He's the best looking, at least.
Easily,
you know.
Yeah, there's no one that
even best design to me.
Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, those are the goats. Everybody else can just get hit by a bus. I don't give a damn.
See, I don't know much about Star Wars. I've seen the one with Jar Jar Binks in the movie theaters. That's the only one I've ever seen. And I watched the one with Rey. That's it. Those are only two.
That one sucked too. Yeah, so I've seen them all. I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker because I boycotted it because the last one was so freaking bad.
Yeah.
Trent Westbrook, love you, dude. Appreciate you, Lord Zero, my short brother. I love you. Appreciate you, dude. I had to make fun of him. He told me he was short, and I'm like, well, I got to make fun of him now. In a loving way. Like if I saw him, I'd kiss him, but like I'd have to like lean down and shit, which is totally fine. Ain't nothing wrong with it. All right, so dude, let's start off with some spicy. So dude, like first time I met you you were just on Nick's show, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's up? I'm like, dude, me and this dude job. So like,
we did. I wasn't expecting it. When I first saw you, I was like, I don't know about this guy. But then you just opened your mouth and I was like,
I don't know about this white southern ass.
I never know about white guys. But
especially when they are southern as hell. You never know.
Nah, see, I feel like southern hospitality is a real thing. I'm from New Hampshire and there's assholes. So
yeah.
Like,
what do they call it? They call it
I've met down here is nice.
They call it the Philadelphia goodbye when somebody just like leaves without saying anything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel real bad. I got to go talk to everybody I know that is at the event. Hey, bye. I'm going to see you later. Hey, bye. Hey, bye.
Same way.
But I have another friend that he'll just disappear. And I'm like, where the hell did he go?
See, I do that. I've done that in the past.
Oh, well,
but
shit, I've done it.
I feel awkward doing it. Absolutely. I regret it after, but I do it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, that being said, we are a fifth of the way to Neck and Snake already. Great liquor with 5 memberships. Look at that beautiful man. Appreciate you, dude. 5 memberships all up in our grill, son. So
hell yeah.
Tell me, dude, I don't really know your origin story.
Yeah.
What happened? How did you get on the YouTube, man?
I can sum it up quick. Not quick, but semi-quick. So I used to make music. Well, I still make music. I stopped for a few years because I was on fentanyl. I was doing drugs. But so I used to be a rapper, ended up spiraling out of control, getting into drugs and shit. And when I got clean after a few years, me and my girl, we were both doing drugs, hardcore drugs. And then we got clean. And then I was like, I don't feel like making music anymore. This was like 2019. And I was like, I don't feel like making music anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe 2020. But I didn't want to make music. And I was like, but I was watching a lot of YouTube. I was watching and I felt like I could do it if I put in enough effort. And so I got a camera, everything like that in like 2020, I think. And then I made a video and then I stopped because I started streaming on Twitch. And then I was like, Twitch streaming isn't for me. I want to make content because then I can bring people to the streams anyway. So it's better to make content first. So then I started making YouTube videos again. And I made like 1 or 2. And then I moved to Texas from New Hampshire. And then like I was living in her parents' guest room. We were living in her parents' guest room, and I was like, basically, this has to work. And I was like, if I don't have any progress within a year, I'm gonna stop making YouTube videos. I'm gonna buckle down and just do what I gotta do. And my girl was like, that's fine. And her parents were like, that's fine, but keep your word. If you ain't doing it in a year, you're gone. And I was like, okay. And then I dropped a couple videos, and it just started growing. Right then, it was like I dropped like 1 or 2 videos, and it just started going. And within a year, I was at like 100K, and I was like, "This is wild." That's how it happened.
So, dude. Oh my god, dude, I love it. So like, dude. So mine's pretty close to that. And Billy Hatcher in the chat with
GameStop involved, right?
Oh, dude.
So did you go viral with those videos? The GameStop video? Okay, so then I know you. Okay,
yeah,
I knew I saw you somewhere.
Billy Hatcher said, "Sounds like a classic rapper story, but I like how you made it up by doing YouTube." I agree with
exactly.
Dude, you came out on top for real.
Yeah, crashed
like
and burned.
fentanyl's like rough.
Yeah, I died. That's the thing. So I overdosed. My girl found me in her parents' backyard with my face against the fence. And
damn, dude.
She saved me in the nick of time because she didn't even know I was back there. She just happened to go back there, and I was back there overdosed. And she called the ambulance. They gave me Narcan and brought me back to life. And that's when I was like, I'm getting off drugs.
Yeah, dude.
From
like
that experience.
It's so a lot of people don't know this, and I've said it before, but I don't think I've ever said the reason why. So my brother died in 2017
from fentanyl.
From fentanyl overdose.
Damn.
Like no one, he was just in his apartment, and no one found him for like a day.
That's how my friend went. Same as that thing.
Yeah, it was just
getting high with him.
Yeah,
and he died the same night.
My sister had just talked to him, and he took like a small thing. He thought he took a small thing, and it just,
deadly,
dude,
bro.
it just destroyed it. It was instantaneous. So that was real rough.
Damn,
that was like it's an awful. I didn't enjoy any of that. So yeah, I'm glad you made it through that shit.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's like too frequent of a story. That happens.
Yeah, it does.
So damn much. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, as per usual, I've come to terms with it. We weren't super close or anything, but it still sucked ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I think about it a lot. I don't like October for that reason. October is like one of my least favorite months, although the spookiness gets it. Dude, I like bury myself in spooky shit.
You got something to channel it through, man.
Yeah, dude. So, anyways, so yeah, dude. So, but that, I mean, I have the exact same story. I just started in. I didn't, dude. I was in the same position. I was like, all right, well,
it had to work.
It has to work because my friend Tiny. She's my old roommate. She lived with me.
I remember you talking about her.
Little bitty goofy girl. And I was
You're saying you would kill someone over her. You said you would
I would kill somebody.
Shoot someone in half for her is what you said.
Well, and it's because she's so little and helpless. Like if I was with a chick, she's 5'8" and she's stacked and she can handle her shit. If somebody gets in her face, if somebody gets in her face, I'll be like, dude, what's up? Chill out. Like that. I mean, that would happen.
Yeah.
But if it was Tiny and somebody gets in their face, there's no question.
You have to break someone.
They're going down. Like, don't even get in her face. She's a little bitty. She's like a little bitty damn. Like,
why would you get in a little
she looks like a meerkat
girl's face?
She looks like a little meerkat thing, like Timon and Pumbaa, a little bit.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so that's what happened. So I was in the car with her, and she did YouTube, and I was like, man, I really want to do YouTube, and you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. And I'm real good at when I set my mind to shit, I don't stop until I have to.
I'm the same exact way.
So I made videos for 6 months straight, every 3 to 4 days, and it was just GameStop stories, man. It's GameStop stories, and I was like, oh yeah, you work at a GameStop. And
I remember those videos.
Yeah,
bro.
dude,
that's wild.
And then I went to her graduation, and I went to sleep. I stayed at I think it was Theodore Roosevelt or one of the Roosevelts. It was like at the presidential house. He had like a vacation house, and I stayed there, and it was really cool and really old and creepy.
What?
And her parents rented it, and it was real nice though. And I had like 1,000 notifications on my phone. I woke up and I had like 1,000 notifications on every app. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I like pulled open YouTube Studio, which I hadn't opened in a while, because I stopped uploading for like a month because it was 6 months straight of me uploading. No one was watching, and work was getting real stressful. So I stopped uploading for like a month. And then
that's when it hits. That's how it goes, man.
Yeah, I just opened YouTube app and I had like 9,000 subscribers, and I had like 200 before, and I was like, uh-oh. And then every time I would refresh it, I'd have 5,000 more.
That's crazy.
Every like 20 to 30 minutes.
That's not quite like mine. That's not what my shit
It was crazy,
like
man.
At all.
And then when I got home, I had 30,000, and then I hit 100,000 like I think 6 months later or 4 months later or something. It's pretty quick.
Damn.
And that's what I've been doing ever since. So I mean, similar story. It seems how it be. And I saw one video on your channel. We talked about this earlier, of you reacting to Not Wish.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Have you?
Well, you don't know, but Vader, he's a subscriber. He was like, "Let's react to this," and I was like, "Okay." Didn't think it was gonna do well at all, and it's one of the bigger.
It's because they're the goats, man. Yeah. So, I have a band, or it's mainly just me and then a singer lady that I know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever watched my intro to my.
I did, and I was like, "This music is epic."
Yeah, that's just my
epic.
It's just my goofy ass stuff. So
I was wondering how you were clearing it, because I was like, this doesn't sound like royalty free music. That's what I was thinking. I was like, where did he find this at?
Everyone thinks it's Not Wish. They're like, dude, this is Not Wish, right? I'm like, no.
Yeah, it sounds.
I just love Not Wish. Therefore, my music sounds like Not Wish.
I get that. I make music the same way. Like I love Lil Wayne, and I like, if you could hear my music like 15 years ago, 10 years ago, I sounded like I wanted to be Lil Wayne.
I mean, there's Lil Wayne's very successful, so that's a good person to be.
But then it blends into your own original type of style. It's dope how it works.
Dude, yeah. Promise says, haven't been here, I haven't been here much. I've been sick for a week now. Well, I started a new show, Promise, and you're watching it. Thank you, man. I'm glad you're back. I hope you get to feeling better. Thank you for being in the stream, son. So your YouTube took off, right? So I was looking through your videos and stuff, and like a few your more popular uploads, which are all from pretty recent, I feel like. And
some of them, like my biggest videos, are one of them is like one of the first videos I made that really got traction. Was I did like the battle video with Tom McDonald. Yeah, my second most popular video of all time was my first video ever. Yeah, and it's terrible. It's a terrible video. It's I'm like, okay, but it's not as good as my content now. But it still does numbers. It's still the biggest video on my channel every month.
Yeah,
every month it's in first place.
I just like if when you watch that video, I say like 100,000 times.
See, I cut mine out. If you would have heard, if I didn't chop it out, you would have heard.
Yeah. So that's the issue. Is I just turned my phone on and started talking, and I'm like, That's
even like more. I respect that even more. That because I felt like I had to spruce up my content to make people watch it. You were just yourself.
Yeah, that came later.
That's fire.
Like me editing and shit. Now, at first, I was really awkward though. Like I was like, "Hey, everyone," like enunciating because I'm Southern, and I was scared people would like not like
they
me.
Didn't like your accent.
Yeah. Then after a couple months, I didn't give a shit, so I didn't worry about it. And now people claim I have a fake accent because I'm like, dude, I grew up in Hopes Bluff.
That's a real accent.
Yeah, dude.
So I remember my girl thought it was Hodge twins when I put you on when I had your shit playing. She's like, he sounds like the Hodge twins. Like those some country ass dudes. It's around that same area.
Yeah, they're from Alabama, aren't they?
Oh yeah, so there you go.
Pretty sure they're from Alabama. Yeah. So I saw one of your videos was talking about BLM, and I want to know. I want to know just your opinion on BLM.
Okay, so
just overarching.
Yep. Scam. That's the overarching.
Okay,
opinion.
there you go.
That it does. No, it actually doesn't serve a good purpose. It just causes division and hurts everyone ultimately.
Yeah.
Because I knew where it was going to go. Now we see like racism is flipped all the way around, and black people are more racist these days than white people. From my vision, at least in my experience, is what it is happening now. And that is from that type of movement where like a protected class. I hate that type of shit. Doesn't make sense to me.
See, when I started seeing, like, look, I didn't really have an opinion other than whatever the TV was trying to deliver me, which I
used to like BLM. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I used to talk about it on Facebook, be like, Black Lives Matter, and if you don't believe that, and I used to argue with people. I used to be super liberal before.
Yeah. And then suddenly everybody's buying mansions with the donations monies. And there's like all these weird
no one's getting help.
Yeah, there's all these weird shadow figures that are like in charge of the board. And I don't know, it just started seeming a little shady.
Communist, Marxist people.
Yeah, it was really weird. So I now granted, again, I didn't even really have I guess an opinion then.
But they shove it down your throat. That's what
makes you
have an opinion, because
they did for a while.
You can't stop. You can't be like, okay, I want to undo this. Then you're racist. And then you gotta be like, well, fuck you and the whole organization then.
Well, that there is a positive that I look at. And the positive is that the reaction was like the reaction was given so much, like, you know, the term racism was thrown around and so much
that it has no basis anymore.
That it kind of lost value, man. Like, and that's unfortunate, because there is a lot of awful ass people out there. I mean, dude, I've met like, now granted,
real racist.
Yeah, I'm in Alabama, and I'm gonna be honest, I've only met like one person ever, or two people maybe ever, stretch it a little bit, that were like overtly like talked about it. Other than, I mean, there's probably some other people out there.
But only on the internet. I've never seen it in real life like that. I've never had anyone like really, really be racist to me.
Yeah.
Like,
other than
say words, but it's not the same. You know, like, there's actions that go along with racism.
There's a lot of bad people out there. But what all these movements do is they take value from these words. So now, if there's a legitimate person that's causing a legitimate issue, now they're not looked at as bad, because now basically
it's like bad. It's like the wolf. Wolf thing.
If everyone's racist, no one's racist anymore.
Exactly.
So, and that's what's happening right now, dude. I talked to Anna about this the other day. That Star Wars girl. If everyone's an incel, that is bad. Like, because that's just what people say now. They're like, you're an incel.
Catch-all. Yep.
Yeah, if I say I don't like fat women, like sexually, like dude, I love fat women. And no, dude, I don't give a damn.
Date them.
Dude, I would high five a fat girl. I'll hang out with them. I'll drink with their asses. You know,
high five.
Yeah, I'll high five her fat ass. No, but like, dude, I have no problem with anybody. Like, appearance wise, dude, I don't give a damn.
But you shouldn't have to fuck everybody just because they don't. Because they like.
Well, dude, if somebody asked me, dude, somebody in the chat right now could ask me. Shani in the chat right now could be like, "Hey, Cody, do you like women that are? Would you have a sexual relationship with a woman that's overweight?" And I'd be like, "No." And she could. And if Shani was who she is, or let's say she was a Twitter brain person, she'd be like, "Oh, well, you're just an incel then." I'm like, "Yep." Now the word loses value because I was clapping a bitch 2 days ago. So like, because incel means that you are involuntarily celibate. You can't have sex because you a bitch.
Yep.
And dude, Shani's been in my house and probably heard it through the walls because she's one of my main mods, and she's been to my house before. She was drunk in my living room one time.
I had to pick her up at your house.
Yeah, dude. Like
that's flames.
Yeah, she came to my house. She got real drunk in the living room. And I had to carry her up to her room. She was like swinging and shit. It's kind of mean.
Built a connection, man. That's dope.
And she's probably heard it through the walls, the clapping cheeks. And then people on Twitter is like, "Oh, you don't like women with penises? You're an incel." I'm like, no.
And then they like, but the craziest thing is that it gets bought into. Like, they don't just say it. People actually will subscribe to that. Like, yeah, now he's an incel. And it's like, that's the shit that blows my mind. That's why it's like an issue for me. Because it becomes a thing where if you don't speak against it, they just will roll over you with these buzzwords and like just fake terms. To me, now they're fake. They're all fake.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Patrick T says, "I'm from New Orleans. Nobody matters." Yeah, dude.
True.
Dude, you know what? You know what's a terrible place? Thank you, Patrick, by the way, for your delicious goal, boy. I told Anna about Marie Antoinette again today in chat. All right, so or in my DMs. So I'm just letting you know that I'm trying to get you hooked up. But Shreveport, Louisiana, that's the place you never want to go.
I've heard about that place.
Dude, one of my friends lived there, and he used to send me like Snapchat videos of him. Dude, it was just there's just people like in the shadows waiting to like stab your ass. It's crazy.
That's like they had a high murder rate, right? They had one of like for like years. I'm pretty sure they had the highest murder rate in America.
They're probably right behind. Like they can't compete with Chicago because Chicago is like densely populated, right? But Shreveport, like as far as a rural-ish kind of city-ish downtown area, yeah, it's probably pretty up there. Pretty up there. Look at this son of a bitch right here. Jeezy F says, "Here for the laughs. You guys kick ass." Oh my God. Look at this son of a bitch. Jeezy, you slick bastard over here. Look at his picture. He's beautiful. He's just holding a damn stick or something. I can't actually tell.
I thought that was a bazooka.
I hope it's a bazooka. I would prefer it.
Maybe it's a fish. I don't know what it is now, actually.
A fish? What the fuck are you talking about?
I saw a bazooka. I saw a fish.
Why do you think it's a fish? Yeah, he's just holding a damn fish. No,
like this too.
Yeah, Jeezy, dude, I appreciate that. It's a huge ass drop. That's we're almost halfway to Naked Snake already. And Flawd's participating today.
Yeah, I'm participating. Absolutely,
he's participating in Naked Snake and Fight
Milk. Let you traffic me today.
Rest in peace. Thank you, Jeezy. I appreciate that so much, dude. But yeah, dude, like, man, I'm seeing it so often, and that's I kind of take solace in that shit. Like, every time I see some pink-haired chick say just a buzzword, it loses value.
Absolutely.
It's like printing money, man. You print more money, loses value. And that's what I kind of feel like is happening right now. Because you can tell, dude, if it was like 3 years ago, I don't know
if you were up in arms about, I remember when white people would be called racist and they'd be like, "I'm not a racist." And it's like, it's like, okay, I'm a racist. Okay.
Yeah, if you apologize, you automatically lose.
Yeah.
No, but are those people in those videos like kissing people's feet in the streets for photo ops?
With
I ain't kissing nobody's damn feet.
The things around their necks.
Oh my God. Yeah, so that was weird as hell. No, but 3 years ago, maybe 4. Yeah. Like, dude, if you just even got an accusation of like you looked weirdly at a black dude, you were fucked.
It was over for you.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like kind of losing value. Now you can just somebody call me racist right now, and I'd be like, dude, I agree.
And everyone else would laugh. Before people, you'd be like radioactive. People like, "Yep, get away from them."
Yeah, dude.
Now it's like, okay.
Yeah, it was really weird, dude. A couple years ago, man, you couldn't.
Yeah,
damn, it was terrifying. You couldn't say shit. Anything you could have done, dude. I was even scared. I was scared about talking about Tinder. So when I first started YouTube, I wanted to talk about Tinder because, like, I'm gonna be honest, all I did was I was on Tinder every day because I, had no life, and I was sad and alone, so I had to fill my DMs. Right,
I get it.
I had to validate myself somehow.
Absolutely.
So I was on Tinder all the time, So I was like, like that'd be fun to talk about. And I eventually did talk about it, and the videos did really well.
Yeah.
But dude,
I imagine they would.
Imagine 4 or 5 years ago me being like, I hung out with this fat bitch. And then dude, the world would be, there'd be people at my house like picking and shit.
You know, suits Bill Cosby.
Yeah, but now I feel like comedy is winning because I feel like most people understand that I'm joking, man. Like I think obviously
most people do, but still people.
There's those people.
Yeah, somehow still they get through. I don't know how.
They're all on Twitter, man. Dude, it is all. Dude, that's like the majority of Twitter. You can say a damn joke and they. Yeah. Like I used to say on Twitter, I would put like a disclaimer for every tweet, like this is a joke, just like because if you didn't, people would be like, oh, yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean you hate people darker than you? It's like, no, it's a joke, dude. Obviously.
That's wild that we've got to that point because I remember I always think about this one case. I don't know if you know who Tyler Creator is. He is a rapper who was like
yeah.
If you remember when he came out, he was like saying craziness, talking about like forcing and all this like putting upside down crosses and swastikas and all this, and he became like one of the biggest artists in the world, and no one brings it up. And it's like, they pick and choose when they want to like drop the sword of Damocles on people.
Yeah, it's like is it Kevin Smith? Is that his name?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Over
Kevin Smith's the cry guy.
Kid. Yeah.
Dude, they share a tweet or something from like 10 years ago of Kevin Hart, and this dude has to come out and apologize, and he was fired from I think doing either the Golden Globes or Oscars.
Yeah, it was the Oscars. He wanted to do the Oscars for his whole like for his whole career, and they were like, then he got it, and then they're like, no.
Yeah, and that's a great point because if that happened this year, no one give a shit.
Yeah, no.
So it's kind of lost
actually
its luster.
News for a while at that point.
Yeah, too many people have said that they threw it around too much. There's legitimate issues. Okay, great example. So you have a woman, all right? She goes through some crazy shit, like maybe a guy like assaults her. And she goes to the police or goes to her family. They get it taken care of. It's all good and done. Now, or maybe a couple of years ago, there was they considered a grape like on campus. On campus, it was like some campuses just if a woman felt uncomfortable, like if you looked at her, it was considered rape.
Yep.
So it was like
she willingly did, and then was like, actually,
no,
he's a piece of shit. And then okay, that's
rescinding
consent.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So yeah, dude. So they were like, at the University of Colorado, 1 in 3 women are raped, and I'm like. And they were including just any time a woman like felt uncomfortable.
That's crazy.
And the scary thing is that we are one of the countries, like I think the UK is different, but we are one of the countries where a woman can like just say some shit, man, and you might go to jail.
That's one of the things like with BLM and shit like that is less effective. This situation still destroys. Like that type of shit still destroys to this day. Maybe not as much as it was because like Me Too was it was one after another before. But now it's like you can still lie and get your whole shit ended. Yeah, and what's terrifying about it is there's no consequences. Like, dude, I see a story. I see a story every day where it's like man released after 15 years. Because woman admitted to false accusing him, and then she doesn't even get. She's just they don't even say her name.
Sorry,
they don't
sorry,
even mention her name.
Oh, you're sorry? Cool.
It's crazy.
That's
the shit to me that pisses me off.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. And now I think it's a little bit better now. I think the Johnny Depp case kind of helped that. Yeah, because now, but what's the issue here? Like the biggest issue.
Famous.
Yeah, well, that's true. Like you're fucked if you're a normal guy. Yeah. But the issue is. Like now, since people use baseless accusations like Amber Heard, like Eliza Blue, all these people, now legitimate people that are in situations, they can't say shit because what are we going to say? If somebody tomorrow, let's just assume like I was a bad man and somebody in the chat tomorrow was like, Cody did this to me. And
they're going to you're a liar. They're
going to be like, oh, look, another Amber Heard. Like 5 years ago, they might have looked into it.
Yeah. Right?
And
that's actually true. That's the biggest thing that comes from it.
Yeah. So these people are doing more damage. They're trying to make the money, son.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all about money. It's all about money. And I seen Destiny say that girls wouldn't just accuse for fame. Girls wouldn't accuse for money. And I'm like, what world do you live in? Because that's exactly why. How come girls have done it then? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
dude, all the time.
I was watching a documentary. It's one of those guys on YouTube that does like documentaries based on like crime, or I don't know, remember who it was.
Jim Can't Swim, like that.
Yeah,
that type
stuff
of
like that. Yeah, and there was this lady, and she just claimed that it was either her husband or brother or boyfriend, I can't remember, like had killed someone or they died and they disappeared and she never heard of them or something like that. Anyways, turns out
Lori Vallow, who killed her kids and her husband, and her new husband killed his wife, and her brother killed her old husband, and her brother died.
I totally watched that. It might be, but I totally know what you're talking about. I watched that recently.
That was wild.
But the at the end of it, the prosecution, defense, and everything said the reason they never looked into it, like their actual defense for not digging in and finding out that she actually ended up killing her husband a long time ago.
Yeah.
The reason they didn't look was because we didn't think she had any reason to lie. I'm like, dude, every woman has a reason to lie about everything.
I've never met a woman that hasn't lied. That's the thing. I've never met a truthful woman.
That's what they do. They do it more than men because that's how. That's how they get
how
they get by because they don't have the brawn. They can't be like, you know what, F you, and then punch you. They have to be like, you know what, I'm going to say this random thing and then get the hell out of the situation. Which
that's not wrong or right. It is what it is. You know, just like we got to kill to eat.
She has no reason to lie. What about that $2 million life insurance policy?
That's the problem in America is when they say that we live in a patriarchy. Yet that's the type of shit. Like it's only us who don't have we don't. There's no consequences when when we're wrongly done, but you can throw people in jail for human trafficking because they say I love you and then don't marry you and then get you on camera.
Yeah. So
you can go to jail for that.
Good example. 90% of divorces result in the mother receiving custody of the children.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's my patriarchy?
Yeah.
How can I call that 800 patriarchy hotline and be like, what the hell? Give me my kids.
Women could also lie to you and say the kid is yours when the kid's born, convince you to sign that birth certificate, and then when you sign that birth certificate and find out 18 years later that it's not your kid, you don't get any money back. Nothing happens, and they may still can make you, like, let's say the kid's 10, you don't get that money back, and they may still make you pay child support for that kid.
Because you're depending on the state,
because you signed that birth certificate.
Depending on the state, you're still financially required because you are technically the father if you sign the birth certificate.
Yeah, that's why I'll paternity test every time. I don't care.
Oh, dude, I was about to say that shit. We're like the same guy, dude. I was about to say that. So if I had a chick, man, and then she's like, "Bro, I'm pregnant," I'll be like, "All right, cool. So let's do a paternity test." And she's
immediate.
Like, "You don't trust me?" I'm like, "No, that has nothing to do with it." But
I don't trust anyone.
Yeah, like
in reality,
everybody, dude. I know some great ass people that are kick ass that they've lied about some shit.
Or you think they're kick ass, and then they end up being all complete lies, and it's like, they were good at convincing you all the way up until it unraveled. You just can't count that people are going to be honest about things.
And women are good at that because they got boobies and asses and stuff.
Yeah, and if a girl's going to deny a paternity test, if you're going to get offended by a paternity test, it's almost as if you're a damn liar. Like, what are you mad about? Why?
What do you got to be scared of, girl?
Yeah.
It's like
in reality,
the baby comes out and he's black. I'll be like, flawed. What the fuck? Like, how dare you?
You know,
I don't
things
know.
happen.
Her ass is fat. Dude.
Yeah, like what am I supposed to do?
I looked at it, dude. There wasn't a dimple on that bitch. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So like, it's got to be how it is. And like, dude, I know you probably feel the same way about marriage as I do, but
I don't do marriage.
Dude, there's no benefit to get married as a man.
Will never happen.
No, there is no benefit. And to be honest, why get the state involved? You could actually still have a ceremony, and I could still call you my wife. Well, depending on the state, because if you
Texas will make you their husband. If
you show up, if you actually introduce in professional environments a person as your spouse, they legally become it. Yeah. So have a ceremony.
That's why I ain't doing that.
Yeah, be like
a commitment ceremony.
Yeah,
you're
my partner. I'm your partner. Let's do this. Separate bank accounts. Don't look at me. You go through my phone, I'm gonna kill you. So because you're gonna see some titties in there.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think smart girls, like girls who really understand men, will you just got to. There got to be the compromise of women are women, men are men. We understand this. And then go forward from there. You know?
We think differently, dude. Yeah. I've been hanging out. One of my best friends is a girl.
Prenups don't work, Justin. My bad. I just want to say that.
Yeah, they don't. Some states won't even acknowledge them, and also they're only for assets gained before marriage. Yeah. Halo Millennium says, as much as I would love to be in a relationship, hearing all these horror stories that girls have done to screw over their men's lives makes you unsure if I. And dude, no, Halo Millennium, yes. perfect. Stay single. You got it. You got it figured out. Work on yourself, baby. The only value you need is in yourself. Don't fuck these bitches, man.
Legit. I have a girl who I've been with for 14 years, but fuck these bitches still. She knows what it is.
So my best friend's a girl, right? Yep. And she's not like other chicks. You could sit her down and be like, look, talk to her. She's so level-headed and she'll respond. Like, she doesn't get emotional. She's just really, really chill. And if I was going to marry a girl, I'd marry that girl.
Does she have a father?
Well, hell yeah.
Exactly. Okay. There we go.
He's a cool ass, like very rustic redneck guy too.
She respects men for what men are because she has a good father.
Yeah. So like, and even if I was going to get married, I mean, that would be the one. And I know, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Even though she's perfect, it's not happening.
Yeah. Dude, I'd be like, this one will probably make me happy, but there is that chance.
That's the thing. Why risk it?
Dude, that you never know, man. 10 years from now, there's a new person at her work named Dave. And he comes in and they click weirdly, and then everything else falls to the wayside. Suddenly, she doesn't feel the same about me anymore. And then, well, it's only fair, Cody, that since I put all this money into helping you, that you give me half. And I'll be like, but you said that you would never do that. And she's like, oh, things change, bitch. Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Well, you didn't keep up your side of the bargain. That kept changing because I didn't know what I actually wanted the whole entire time.
Dude, no. Halo Millennium, by the way. Go boy, I appreciate you. Roman Est, 7 months. Anjali with 4 months. I appreciate you guys. We're almost halfway to
7 months.
Naked Snake. Appreciate you guys. And a quarter of the way to Fight Milk, 500.
Okay, and 1,000 for Fight Milk.
Yep.
Okay, let's get it, guys.
It's been the same for. Dude, I've been doing this since I didn't have forehead wrinkles.
So you be drinking this regularly?
Well, it's not as often as it used to. Dude, there was like a 2-month period where it was like every stream.
Oh my goodness!
But every now it got a little bit less, and then I started doing CamelCast, and we started hitting every time again. I'm like, fuck, because I think it's because they want to see y'all asses do it. They don't care about me, dude. Nick Ricada could barely do it. He was like, I saw it took
multiple steps. That's the only reason I knew what it was, because you're like, you want to do this? And I was like, wait a second, I don't know what that is. And then I went on my Twitter timeline, and it was right there, and I was like, okay, let me watch this real quick.
Yeah, dude.
I've been worried about it ever since.
Yeah,
but I'm down for the cause.
It's not as bad as it seems like it is. It does
Ricada made it look bad. He did.
Yeah, he did. But dude,
like 5 sips.
You're welcome for that. Yeah, thank you, Patrick Power. He's like, you're welcome for that. Yeah, he made me hit Fight Milk like 18 times last year. I was like, ugh. Dude, we hit like, I think, quad Fight Milk one time where it was 7 eggs.
And you drank it all?
Yeah, dude. By like the 6th egg, I was about to throw up. Because it kept hitting my like whatever it is.
It's thick.
Like, I was like, ugh. Ooh, it was gross.
It's a gulp every time.
Yeah, dude. No.
So wait, do you put it in one drink?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. You're wilding. What?
Yeah, so it's like, so the regular was just 2 whole eggs.
Yeah.
Big old floppy boys. Yep. Don't break them, because then it's just juice. You need the whole egg.
You gotta get then solid.
Yeah, then some milkies, and then like maybe like let's say 2 ounces of some like liquor.
Okay. I got liquor just for that.
Dude, same. I got it sitting right here. So
I got some what is it called, babe? Babe, what's the liquor called? Jefferson Ocean Made? Ocean Aged?
I thought she said Everclear. I was like, no,
hell no,
dude, you'll be sucking dicks I'll get banned and everything. Like, it's just Everclear, my god.
Yeah, nah, I would never.
Oh god, yeah, I remember being 19. All my friends got the Everclear. I'm like, oh Jesus, oh god, I can't get all these dicks out of my face. That shit's crazy, dude. But
I never had Everclear, but I've seen people on Everclear.
Yeah, it's just rubbing alcohol. That's all it is.
Yeah,
just rubbing alcohol, but like 1,000,000 proof or whatever it is. It's awful, dude. It's terrible. Lord Zero probably knows what I'm talking about.
There's no appeal for me there.
Oh, look, it's Bat Goat. He says, no, Everclear. So, dude, how long you and your girl been together? 14 years?
14 years, yeah. Well, 14 years in June.
Damn, that's a long time. How old are you?
I'm 33. I'll be 34 this year.
Damn. Yeah. So, you met when you were 19, yeah?
Yeah, I was 19, she was 17.
Yeah. So if my ex-wife and me were still together, we would be together 14 years in May.
How old are you? So 33 you?
I turned 33 in a week.
Okay.
And a half.
Damn. So when did you and your wife divorce?
2016.
So what is that, 7 years?
It was a long time ago, man. It feels like it wasn't that long ago, but it was.
Were you together for 7 years, though? what was that 7 years? 7 years?
We were together
7
for
years.
7 years. And
Damn,
it was
that's
a wild
long time, bro.
Oh, and just speaking of getting divorced and wanting to die all the time, Trent Westbrook says Ferrari red and sub for Flawed
That's
TV.
super red.
$100 super chat, getting us 190. 190 from Nega Snake. Big shout out real quick to Billy Hatcher. He's the single orange boy today, and Trent Westbrook, Patrick T, and Halo Millennium, 3 gold boys. Shanny's a pink boy, and Trent and Jeezy are red boys. It's a rainbow night.
Damn.
Thank you so much, Trent Westbrook. I love you, dude. I appreciate you. You're goated as hell. You're getting us there with the red boys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So you've been with your girl 14 years. So I know you don't have any experience with this, but dude, my ex-wife just okay, so this is what happened.
Yeah.
Everything was normal as hell. And
I like to hear these stories because it encourages me to not slip up, because sometimes I'm like, maybe I'll just marry this bitch.
Yeah,
but
dude.
No.
I'm about to scare you straight. So
okay.
so this is what happened. I went to Vegas because I went to Vegas every year in August because of the GameStop managers conference.
Yeah.
So I went to the managers conference, and I got home, and I got home the night we got home. We were cuddling and snuggling. We've always had a great relationship, laugh and cut up every single day. Yep. So we're snuggling. We smash pissers like normal.
Yeah.
And the next day, she's just quiet, and she's never like this. She's just quiet, and I'm like, hey man, like just I felt like I was like, hey, why? You all right? You're being really weirdly quiet today. And then she turns to me. I'll never forget this shit. It was right in front of my dresser. She turns to me and she's like, I don't think I love you anymore. And I'm like, what? Like, and dude, a month later, she's gone.
That would have broke my heart. I'm
dude,
not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude. So
that
there was like
fucked me up.
There was like a 3-day period where I almost didn't make it. I'm gonna be honest.
I can see that. I don't know if it would be like long. Yeah, they'd probably be like about a week for me, but still.
Yeah, it was 3 days, and I like, dude, I remember I was in the bathroom one night, and I was like, yeah, this is it, man. We're out. I'm out. Which is stupid to think about now.
It is.
But dude, back then it was real. Like it was crazy. It's crazy as shit. So
that shit, but it hits men differently because it takes a lot to make the commitment to a woman.
Yeah,
because what you think, oh yeah, she's the one. Imagine what it takes to get to that.
Yeah,
and then have the bitch turn around.
If 10 minutes before she said that, I would have taken a bullet for her. It was crazy, man.
Exactly.
It's just crazy as shit. And you never
know.
You never know how somebody feels. Like, you're not in their head.
That shit. You can't control it. You do everything right. And these girls don't know what they want, bro. Which is
the good thing is I'm very logical. So I didn't like beg or anything because I understand once you lose it, you lose it. So
it's gone. Yep.
She left. Like a week later, she was gone. She already had an apartment lined up and everything.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, dude.
What?
And it was quick. And
it's disgusting in reality.
Yeah. But we buried the hatchet a long time ago. But
nah, I don't forgive her.
Yeah. Well, I don't forgive.
I don't forgive your wife
in that moment. But I
don't forgive your wife at all. Let me just say that.
To be honest, I would have never done YouTube or started racing professionally if she didn't leave.
I get that.
So I attribute my success after that to her leaving because she kind of like set me free, if you will.
Me and my girl broke up for a month, like right before we got off drugs and all that shit. I was like, I got to that point where I was like, damn, like that really fucked me up because we were already together for like 10 years or something like that. And then I was like, okay, so this chick is not like loyal. None of these chicks are loyal in my head. And just because of that breakup period, I was like, there will never be a time where I'm that codependent for another human being. And it changed my life. It's why I got on YouTube. It's why, same exact thing. I started being like, I need to do something for myself because I can't be having my shit connected to other people.
Yeah,
and changed my life,
dude. When she left, dude, I was it's like I became a man, like because I was like, well, she was like, well, here's the address to change the power in your name. So I'm like doing all these things, and I'm going and doing all like trying to get all this stuff switched over, man. Luckily, she didn't take any of my shit. She was like, you can keep everything I'm out. That's what.
Well, that was nice of her because she could have.
Thank God.
You know? That's crazy.
Yeah. So I had to like get everything done, and it taught me that I had to. The years after taught me I had to do. You have to do everything. Like, no one's gonna come in and do anything for me.
Exactly.
So I got really good at doing shit, and then I was like, I think I'm gonna start YouTube. I think I'm gonna buy a race car. I think I'm gonna start racing professionally. I just go do it. I'm like, fuck.
Now you're living your best life.
Yeah, and man, it's just wild that somebody can change like that. And that's the scary part of this whole situation. Somebody can change.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it. And even if you love someone and they love you, man, somebody can walk by, Flawed. Somebody can walk by that they connect with, and they just change.
Yeah.
They're like, suddenly, like, I haven't felt these flowers in a long time. I guess, oh shit, what does this mean? And then they start questioning everything, and then they're in their mind for 3 months, then they freaking leave.
Yeah, and then they want to come back. That's the thing. After
3 months,
they end up trying to come back.
She tried to come back 3 months later. And I was like,
what they had every time.
I was like, nope.
Yeah.
And
that's how it goes.
And then she got remarried, and it all worked out. Oh, look at this son of a bitch. Look at now you're good.
There we go.
Disco Cobra, damn, says, do you think that 8-year relationship with your ex-wife changed your perception on the dating market? Did it red pill you into becoming a man you are today? If that had never happened, maybe you wouldn't be doing the same things you are today. Maybe it's a blessing. Dude, I 1,000% agree with you, Disco Cobra. 100% you're right. If she did not leave, I'd be working a dead-end job trying to focus on her.
Yep. Trying to make her happy.
And now, if any girl comes in, everything me is first. Always. Yep, there's a line. Like, hey, I got a race Saturday. I got a show Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Don't talk to me. Yep. Like, don't try to be like, why don't you just skip it?
Hit the door.
Why don't you just skip it? It's just YouTube. No, eat my ass.
They always go that route.
Eat my ass.
You work too much.
Yeah, dude. Like, and ain't
come watch Yellowstone. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much, Disco Cobra. Again, I love you. We're now 90 from Naked Snake. Big shout out to Morsk in the Rumble chat with a Rumble rant saying Everclear and watermelon overnight. Not too bad. People don't even know they're getting smashed. That's perfect. There's codependency too. That's not love. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Yeah, and you fall for that, Kara. You do. You totally fall. You're like, suddenly you're just codependent and you didn't realize how you got there.
You fall right into it. It's wild how it happens.
So yeah. Oh, by the way, Richard just said, what is the Vegas email? It's famlot2023@gmail.com. So if you guys don't know, I have a live show February 26th at the Ahern Hotel. It's, I don't know, it might be sold
like a
out.
Comedy show?
Yeah, we've sold over 200 tickets now, I think. The max capacity is 203. So I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be a fucking riot.
So we're gonna have a 4-hour show. We're gonna have alcohol, I think, after. Maybe, I don't really know, but I know we'll have it after. We're gonna have a DJ, might have a band. It's gonna be kick ass. So if you haven't got your tickets for that, please, one of the mods, post the link in the chat for me.
That's so dope.
See if the tickets are still up. They should be. Jesus de Villa. Thank you, my friend. I hope you're doing well, my friend. But yeah, dude, hoes. But
damn, man,
that so
that was a good horror story.
Yeah,
that kind of it
leads me
spared me in a few years for
there you go. You're good. So it leads me into my next like thought process. So dating. So I when you broke up with your girl for like a second, did you date at all? Or are you trying to look into that?
So I dated before her and a little bit during her early. Like I was a piece of shit for a little bit early, but not towards the end of not towards the meat of our relationship, but going into it because I didn't trust women because I had a crazy relationship before that. But I know a little bit about dating.
Yeah, so like Drex, you know he know how Drex feels about it. So the unfortunate thing, and I want to know your opinion on this. The unfortunate thing, when I was dating a lot for a while. You find out girls. Now, look, this is probably true about guys too. So everybody in the chat, don't yell at my ass. So, but you'll notice that girls, they have like once you hang out with a lot of them, like you'll notice that the vast majority of them, like 98% of them, maybe 95%, their interest is like wine and Netflix.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. That's freaking it. And then you'll notice when you hang out with them 4 or 5 times.
Or variation of it, like Corona.
Yeah, of course.
And Seinfeld.
And you'll notice that, like, after a couple times you hang out with them, they're starting to, like, listen to your music and they're starting to chameleon a little.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this
Mo
sucks.
is me. She literally is me. Walks around. She's a white version of me.
Yeah. So, like, that's what my ex-wife was. Yeah. And now you want to know a funny story that's kind of a rant or a sidetrack. So when I sold my house in July of last year, I sold my old house me and my ex-wife bought together. And I was at the lawyer's office, and I was sitting at the table ready to sign my house away to be sold.
Yeah.
And the lawyer looked at me and was like, so where is Emily? And I was like, what? That's my ex-wife's name.
Yeah.
Her first name. And he was like, yeah, she partial owns your house.
That must have been so scary.
In Alabama, if you get married, they just get 50% ownership of your house regardless of prenup or anything.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So now keep in mind, I'm sitting here with the buyers of my house in front of me and a lawyer. And they're like, where is your ex-wife? And I'm like, I haven't talked to her in like 6 months, man. So, dude, I called crazy. Like 3 people. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And my old roommate, like, she was friends with my ex-wife's new husband.
Yeah.
And she called him, and she's like, dude, Cody's selling his house. And then my ex-wife left her job and came, and she works at a job where she doesn't have a phone. It's like real secret shit.
Yeah.
So she comes to his lawyer's office and sits down to sign away the house. Keep in mind, she's cool. Out. She's cool. She was like, fuck yeah, dude, whatever. And the weird thing is she sits down and we start cutting up and talking. And it's like,
I want a divorce for my new man.
Dude, it was like not a day had passed, right? Yep. We're just cutting up, saying the same shit, laughing and cutting up like we always have. And it's weird because it was like nothing had ever changed. It was the weirdest shit in the world. But she had to show up and sign the house away. And then she was like, all right, bro, see you. And then I haven't talked to her since. So
that's crazy.
That was when I sold my house.
I got to give her respect for that. I'm not gonna lie, because it's so easy to make it hard for you. You know.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, "Oh, fuck that bitch," but I'm like, to be honest, she did about as good as you could do at that situation.
Okay, I might forgive her now.
She didn't drag me or anything. She just broke my little baby ass heart.
Yeah, and that happens. That happens sometimes. You know, sometimes people grow apart.
Let's read Anjali Rajas says, a spouse who understands your purpose won't be upset when you're on the grind, takes communication, understand maturity for sure. I'm 40 and still learning, my partner of 15 years. Yeah, that's true, Anjali. The unfortunate truth in my situation was I was the one. I was willingly making myself codependent. And
that's what men do.
I was willingly, I was not trying to, I was going to work at my dead end job, just trying to make it to the next vacation we got to spend together. I didn't give a shit about nothing else.
Men love harder than women, I believe.
Women that's damn sure.
But men really love harder than women because we commit. Men will stay forever, most of them.
Great example of that. I can prove that right now. How do we know men love harder than women? Because if we get mad enough, we'll kill them.
That's a fact. It's over for everybody,
dude. And what happens with it? It's called a
passion, crime of passion.
A crime of passion.
Yeah.
Proof.
Yep.
I love you so much that I cut your head off with a butter knife when you talk back to me.
What a butter knife.
You have to be in love. You have to love your woman to saw her head off with a butter knife. I'm gonna be honest.
What a butter knife for a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, because that takes like 30 minutes at least.
That's dedication. Yeah, that's dedication.
Like you might not even get through some shit. You might have to like.
You have to really care.
Your forearm's gonna be shredded. Man, how'd your forearms get so big and veiny? It's like, yeah, I cut my wife's head off.
About it.
But I got off because it was crime of passion. It's good. It's fine.
Temporary insanity.
Cue ball. Never had a girlfriend, never had sex, never had or done nothing. All I do is get to work, come home, eat dinner, play video games, occasionally hang out with friends, not often, and that's it. Cue ball.
I respect it.
Dude, well, I'm going to be honest. Look, now, I love clapping some cheeks. I got to be honest. But that being said, you are completely avoiding one of the life's obstacles. So
the most stressful thing in my life ever.
Yeah, dude.
By far is women.
Look, what is it? Testing cock and ball. Damn you, Patrick! You can't say cock and balls in my stream. Make me laugh. All right, yeah. So,
that's reality, man.
Sin. Okay, here's a good one. Sin in chat. Somebody show that. Where's my mods? Hit show. I'll just do it myself. I don't want to freaking close that window. All right. So I want to read this one because I'm gonna read this chat real quick. It says, "Where'd it go? Where'd it go?" All right, I'm just gonna read it because I can't find it. It says, men's love means more because they only give it to special select few. Women toss it around like it's their vagina. Well, okay, so good point, and you might be able to speak to this. Women, I always get on the conversation of body count and why men don't like it. Look, I'm not that guy. I actually prefer girls that have been ran through a little bit because, dude, I love getting wrangled. Like they can wrangle.
I was about to say, because some chicks don't know how to do nothing, and it's really
they'll just lay there,
boring.
and girls that have been through the ringer, they will freaking like sucking a damn golf ball through garden holes, man. They don't give a fuck. So I prefer that, but I'm not most men. Most men, they don't like a high body count. Why? Because like it's hard for us to. I could go up to the ugliest girl in the world on the street with my abs out and be like, "You want to have sex?" And she'll be like, "Oh, get away from me, you gross bastard!" But a woman that is average can walk up to a guy that looks like Leonardo DiCaprio at 25 and be like, "You want to have sex?" And he might be like, and there's a very high possibility he'd be like, "Absolutely, yeah, let's do it." So that's why it's looked down upon, because it's like you drove your Ferrari for a daily driver, and you put a lot of miles on it instead of keeping it in the garage and letting it hold value while you're driving your truck that's beat up.
Absolutely.
Now that is why it's just a fact of life. It's just.
I think it's also paternity as well. I think a girl who sleeps with a lot of people, because women never have to worry about paternity. They never have to be like, "Is this my kid?" That's something that only men can experience, and so women will never understand that. Thinking that you run through men means that it's less likely to be my kid. Just men, just like statistically, it's less likely to be our kid.
No, you're right.
I think that's part of it too.
And I do.
But you're right as well.
I have to say it every 30 seconds, or else people yell at me. I'm not one of these guys. I like girls that have experience. Girls do. They'll get mad at them. What did you say? What did you say? Like, and I'm like, no, dude, it's not me. But
and it's just men and women think different. That's what we gotta understand. We value different things. I'm not mad when a woman. I know women lie, and it's something you gotta deal with, because they'll lie about the slightest thing just to not like look bad in your eyes. But you know, if you're smart, you can kind of get around it. But sometimes you can't. And it's something that I've experienced with every single woman I've ever been with ever. Yeah. So it's and
that's a great point. So one thing we tend to forget is that women have that easier. They have the whole dating spectrum easier. Yeah. We have it a lot harder. So women, they can pretty much be with whoever they want. Yeah. And then they get to 29, 30, 31, 32. And they don't have any buying power in the market anymore, because the men they're looking for are successful and in their mid-30s. And those guys are with 22-year-olds. Yep. Because why not? It's called genetic matching for a reason. Yep. All right. And they get mad at it. And look, dude, I've been with my fair share of 30-year-old, 32, 33-year-old girl. I love them. But we're speaking from a general perspective. That's it. And speaking of a general perspective, Shani drops a $46 orange boy saying, "Because Patrick told me so, duck, 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 duck." Thank you so much, Shani. I tell her to drop Red Boys, and she's like, "Nah, bro, eat my ass." And then Patrick tells her to drop this, and she doesn't. What the fuck? See, I don't have any buying power either in the market, apparently. I'm just too old. Patrick Power says, "Naked snake with time with a cuck-a-lot." What the fuck? Let's duck, duck, why? Duck, duck, duck. What the hell? How am I cuck-a-lot? I don't want to watch my chick get railed by FLAWD. Like, I'm gonna leave the room. I'm gonna be honest. Patrick, I appreciate you, because he just threw down the damn. And then Kara's beautiful ass says towards naked snake. Thank you, Kara. Look at these freaking heavy hitters today. Jesus Lord. Oh, we hit naked snake already. Damn. Okay. Bet. That was easy. That was easy as hell. Hold on. I'm gonna read this right now in front of God and everybody. "I don't have to buy your love anymore. It's already unconditional." See, this is what happens.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah, dude, that's a great. I'm gonna talk about that next. Yeah, I've been talking to her. We have like a 280 damn Snapchat streak. Now she doesn't. She's like, "Oh, he won't break it. He doesn't have the balls to break it." That's what girls do, man. Dude. That's such a good point. You'll go hang out. You'll go hang out with a girl, right? And she's hot as hell. You know, she look, oh my God, wow. She got the corset on, maybe. She got her ass, she squeezed her ass in those pants, man. You're hanging out with her, she smells just like fairy dust. Oh my God. All right. Well, you start dating her, and then she moves in. And then you notice 7 days a week, she looks like a goblin. Yeah. And she's always in sweatpants and shit. And you're like,
only
hey.
For you.
Yeah. But when she goes out with her friends, she gets dolled up again. And then she's like, "Bye, honey," and then leaves. And you're like, hold up for a damn second. Why am I not?
You're being penalized for
winning.
Yes, for winning, exactly.
Yeah, she's like, he loves me choosing now. Her. I don't have to do these things for him. It's like, bitch, I still pay the mortgage.
Yeah. Why do you think when I got with you, you look like that? So why don't you keep it up?
take your drawers off right now. Like, I'm just saying. Now, like, dude, you take your drawers off.
Legit.
That's what I say. Dude, I had a conversation with a girl one time like that. I was like, look, girl, look, all right. You gon' like, you're every time we hang out, you're looking like a goblin. And I'm gonna be honest, I know like you were real hot when we hung out at first, and then you turn into a goblin. And look, I have no problem with that. But look,
come on,
like if you want me to still come over and like smash, like you gotta like, I put cologne on and I edge my beard. Look at my neck.
Yeah.
I edge my beard. I
Very
put cologne
clean.
on. I shower. I freaking wash my gooch and deodorize it, girl. Yep. And then when I come over, she takes a big dump right before we hang out. That's not fair.
Doesn't even flush it.
I don't shit 2 days before. I'll hold it. I'm like, nah, dude, because I'll ruin everything if I do this. You know, because it takes like a whole day of wet wipes to knock that shit out.
I have a bidet.
What the fuck? All right.
Yeah.
This is New Hampshire. I got a bidet.
Yeah, no, I got it in Texas. That's the thing.
Oh, you just brought that shit with you.
My cousin told me about it, and I was like, I'm gonna get one.
Hippie Conservative says, sweet, sweet pee-pee kisses, steak time. Thank you, my friend, so much. And of course, we're going to have, look at his dog's beautiful. Shani, look at this shit.
Whoa.
Oh, that's Saiyan. You son of a, even Saiyan's, why is everybody against me? Duck, duck yourself. STFU and respect Shani. I respect Shani every day of the week, man. You know?
Even on Sundays.
I do. If she wasn't always like, incapacitated, we hung out, I'd throw her a bone. I'm just saying. But she's always got somebody with her, so I can never, smash. All right, anyways. Everybody should. All right, Julie, I appreciate it. See, Julie knows.
She knows what it is.
I don't know, dude. I don't for some reason, I feel like if a little stream was like hit my asshole.
I thought the same thing. But you would think it would be scary, but it helps.
So you just push a button and it just hits it?
Yeah, well, it's a lever. You pull it and it goes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and
but dude,
I don't know if you know the rapper Samson. He's a pretty big rapper, but
I feel like I've heard of him. Yeah,
yeah, he has one too. He swears by him, bro. He like went hard and was like, use your bidet, because I had it and I never used it.
Man, I feel like I have I might have seepage though. I might have to keep going back and using it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I might have to get one then.
Why
dude.
not? You know.
Shit. All right. Well, we've sold this. This is now the bidet cast. Matt himself in the locals chat says, "I'm digging these CamelCasts." Well, I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, Morsi, again, and I thank you to look at these Patrick, Disco Cobra, Jay, Yeezy, old Trent Westbrook, and Shani and Hippie Conservative, dude. Unbelievable. I appreciate you guys. We are 4:30 from Fight Milk.
Whoa,
unbelievable, amazing. All right. So, let's move on. We've been talking about bitches too much, and we'll probably end up talking about them again. Dude, I love talking about it. What's wrong with
me? Too. I talk about it a lot. My girl podcasts with me, and it goes to that conversation all the time, and she's not awkward about it. It's a good conversation.
Yeah, it's like fresh and fit. Like I kept getting recommended their videos, so I watched them a little bit, and I tend to agree with a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff is a little bit over the top.
Yeah, yep.
Like she should not work. She should like serve me, and I'm like, all right, now look.
Yeah. But he gets a little, but he's also Muslim, so it's like,
well, that makes sense.
He thinks totally different. But some of the info, the things he comes with, and like motivations of women and things, he's right. He hits on the head. But he gets a little extra with it.
So I have an Islamic friend. She's a girl.
Yeah.
And she's single. She just got out of her marriage, and the way she was telling me the other day, she's like, her expectations for being in a relationship. And she's like, I need a man that fears God. And she's like, I need a God-fearing man that will take care of me and my daughter. And she's like, and my goal is to serve him, his every want and need. And she's like, that is my purpose. Yep. And I'm like, damn. Damn. Like, now look, I don't know if I'd probably get bored of that.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I like a girl that has a head on her shoulders and can give me a little bit of advice when I'm in a tough pickle, or help me through some shit, and just help me enjoy. Like I like that. I like women that
I absolutely agree.
Like are themselves as much as they are, with a person. So
the thing about my girl is that her mother, like I realized something when I first started dating her, when I met her parents, that her mother, when they're in public, like they present a united front. She won't like it just is they're a unit whenever they're in public, but then when they're in the house, that's when she'll bring up any concern she has, anything like that. And I feel like that is the most effective way. I feel like that's how families should be run.
Yeah.
Because everyone shouldn't be in your business, but you do got to hear from the people that are like really affected by what's going on. It makes sense. And Mo has helped me through so many things. Like she's been a real support system, you know?
Well, that's good. At least somebody has it. Andrew says, God-fearing, you don't fear God, you got a divorce. So she didn't have a choice. Her husband just dipped out.
Damn.
Like he left. He's gone. He fucking dipped the shit out. Now, look, she's not okay with divorce. She's not okay with any of that. Her husband left.
She had no choice.
Her husband was way less devout than she was. He technically was never, he just kind of said he was. And they got married after meeting, like after a week. So, but they were together like 7 years.
Damn.
But he one day dipped out. He's just a white guy. He's not like even.
See, I thought you were gonna say he was okay. Then that makes sense. Then.
Yeah. So she didn't want a divorce, but this is how it works. Look at Casey. Damn. Fat milk by bodyguards for bodyguards and Charlie. Thank you, Casey. I love you. Appreciate you. Casey's up in these bitches every stream, man. Thank you, dude. Just coming in. And
I'm mad that you're getting super chats in your chat.
Oh, that's how it always is, man. Richard says, I need a God-fearing woman, and that God is me. Damn, Richard.
Yeah, I'm using that.
That's great. I'm gonna tell that girl that. I'm gonna next time I see her, because she watches my dogs when I go out of town. Yeah. So next time I see her, she's gonna come over and I'm like, you said you needed a God-fearing man. She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, like
down on your knees.
Yeah, that's me. That's me now.
Worship me.
I need a God-fearing woman as well. Oh, really? Yeah, and that God is me. She might drop her drawers. I don't know. I get that vibe.
I think she will.
I get that vibe
a lot.
I do get that vibe a lot because when we've been friends for like 10 years, and she came to like watch my dogs like a few months ago. She was like, so I'm going through this thing, and she started crying, and I'm like, oh God, damn shit. And like she was just like, it was like a scene from a movie. I can't remember which one, where she's just like, and just kind of was like, and I'm just like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she just like kind of fell.
It.
And I'm like,
I need a shelter.
I'll just hug you. I'm like, okay. Yeah, you know, I'm not very good at that shit unless I'm like really.
If I was you, she would have got it.
Yeah, if I'm if I'm involved with somebody, I'll totally. I love you, but when it's like a random person, I'm like, well, they're not random.
I kind of get it.
You know, it's
anyway. Get it, man. Some people just like to make their problems everyone's. Yeah. So I understand why you would be like, nah, that's weird.
Yeah. We
all got problems.
I didn't talk to her much while she married. I talked to her like 3 times in the last 10 years, and then this all happened. Hippie Conservative says, how much to drink the milk? We are exactly $3.99 away. Actually, we're like $3.80 away. I can't do the math. Thank you. Look at these goofy bitches. Oh God, look at all these ducks. I don't know how this meme happened, but it just happened. And then Wild Horse, I love you, baby. I'm glad you're back. We missed you. Thank you. Saying you, bitch. So yeah, dude. Oh my God. But dude, that being said, all right, I want to talk about something because I meant to talk about this a long time ago, and I totally forgot that we were. Well, see, this. I guess this is the beauty of the podcast is like we just talk about bullshit and it's fun.
Yeah.
So
this is my style, bro.
Yeah, same, man. So that's why I love Nick's Friday show, man. It's just whatever. Yeah. So woke shit.
Yeah.
So I've been watching movies, man, and TV shows a lot. I talked to Ann about this on the stream the other day.
Yeah.
And I think we're starting to win the war. Now, I say we, but as a viewer, dude, I watched Reacher. I watched Tulsa King, just finished it, and I watched Terminal List back to back. And they are all fantastic.
Okay.
And then I started watching The Last of Us.
And I heard about this.
It's starting to, like, the first 2 episodes were great. The third one was turbo gay. But
I heard about that.
But it was legit. It was a good episode. I think it would have worked better as like a spin-off movie maybe. But it was a little bit too long, and I wanted Joel and Ellie.
Yeah.
And that episode was fine. And then it just went downhill real fast for me. And it's trying to like force emotion like every scene, and like there's new character, and then that character dies, and everybody's like, oh, and I'm like, I don't even feel attached to these characters.
Yeah.
Dude, when I'm watching Game of Thrones, I'd be like, you know.
I was gonna say, people who go that Game of Thrones route every time and try to kill a character quick.
Now, dude, the chat's about to be real pissed now. God, Jesus, Mary Joseph. Oh, here we go. Here goes the chat. Here goes the chat. The chat's gonna be like, "You stupid grifting son
Stop
of a bitch.
grifting.
How could you scam Trent Westbrook of all his delicious money?" Trent Westbrook, we just hit Fight Milk. I don't even know. We're probably 440 from double Fight Milk now. Trent Westbrook with the damn biggest drop we've had probably this whole year, other than maybe Patrick or Trent doing the same shit. You are the GOAT. I love you. Swift kiss to your penis. Your face. I appreciate that, dude. Let's read Disco Cobras. Oh, speaking of God, I remember Cody talking about watching that Mandy movie with Nick Cage. God, it's so good. Holy hell, it was intense. I love the scene. Dude, do that one scene where he's in the freaking bathroom drinking vodka. Best scene I've seen in movies in a long time. Disco Cobra. It's called Mandy with Nicolas Cage.
What's it on? I love Nicolas Cage.
I rented it, I think, on Amazon for $2, $2.99. Okay. Fantastic. It was awesome. It's really weird and trippy. You know what? Freaking take an edible or smoke a joint before.
Okay.
You'll probably even like it more.
So yeah, we'll definitely do that.
Trent Westbrook, you're goated. I love you. Disco Cobra, you're goated. I love you. Trent Westbrook's obviously the top dog today. Maxed out almost. Casey says, drink the milk. That's what he did to Nick the other day. He's like, you better do it, Nick. Over and over. For Trent, the God King, drink milk. Thank you, dude. All right. Appreciate you guys. They keep derailing my stream with their giant crazy shits.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Anyways, but yeah, dude, I was watching Last of Us, man, and it's starting to fall away. Yeah. So early. It was. The first 2 episodes were epic.
People stopped talking about it.
Third one was like a little different, but it still was. It didn't change how I felt about the show.
Yeah.
And then the 4th one happened. And it started feeling like that bullshit, like Netflix special bullshit.
They thought they were slick. They tried to hold off on the bullshit.
There's like a new character they add. Her name's Kathleen.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the leader of this, like...
She's OP, right?
Yeah, she's like this... See? She's the leader of the entire, like, hunter army over a city. And I think it's like Phoenix, maybe. I can't remember the city, but it's a huge city. And she's basically the president of the hunters. And she's not in the video games.
Yeah.
There's just hunters in the video games.
Yeah.
And she's like the president. And they don't explain how she came to power. She would never be in power in a real situation that's apocalypse. Never. Yeah. I don't know who gets off on thinking that short, frumpy women
how would she get there?
Are going to be in power in the apocalypse. It's going to be a 6'4" dude with a freaking beard and can kill people with his bare hands and shit.
Yeah.
He'll be no frumpy librarian.
No.
So that kind of takes me out of it. But
you said they didn't explain how she got to it.
Well, her husband apparently created the hunters, and then he died. Enough. Or her brother, maybe, I think. So I thought maybe I just am reading into this too much, and it's going to flesh the character out more.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't. And then, like, she leads all the hunters into like an ambush and they all die. And I'm like, they follow her bad decisions all the way to get them all killed. And then like
so the main trying to say women don't know how to run shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They even proved that shit. And then, the second Empower guy, which was the guy that should have been Empower. He's like a giant beard and he's burly and he's really, really articulate. He keeps saying, Kathleen, should we do this? This seems like a bad idea. Every 2 seconds, and she's like, "No, we must do it. We must avenge."
So why didn't he just break her neck and just say, okay,
"That's what would happen in real life." In real life, he'd be like, "You know what? We're gonna, yeah, dude." In real life, he'd be like, "You know what? Fuck this. I don't want to die." Boop, pop a cap in her ass.
She gotta go.
It'd be over.
Yeah,
yeah. So it took me out of it. The last episode that recently was okay, but then they implied that communism was like really cool. It was so weird.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, they go like. By the way, spoilers, everyone. If you want to mute this for the next 30 seconds for spoilers. So Joel and Ellie they get to like Wyoming and they find a settlement that's like a freaking big city that's like log cabins and shit. It's really nice. It looks like Christmas. Looks like Gatlinburg. And they have power, plumbing, all that shit. And she's like, "How did you guys do all this? Who is your leader?" And of course, it's like a 45-year-old black lady with dreads. Which is fine, fuck it, I guess.
But it's I feel like that's a forced thing every time.
In the apocalypse, yeah, of course. So but whatever, let's just assume it's, that can happen.
Yeah.
So Ellie's like, "Well, who's in charge? Is it you?" And she's like, "No one's in charge. We are all a collective unit." And then Joel's like communism. And she's like, yes, exactly. She's like, it actually works really well when done right. And I'm just like, fuck this show.
In an apocalypse.
God, I'm sick of this garbage. God, you really gonna pull the communism is good card.
Yeah,
you really gonna pull that shit right now in front of God and everybody. God,
that's wild.
You can at least show.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you can at least show the negative and positive aspects of it. But like, whatever. It's just like, no, communism's amazing.
It's good.
It's so perfect. It's it was actually a utopia in the show. It was.
So they were really implying that it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's hard for
More
me
than
to
just saying it.
I'm like 6 episodes in now, so I'm gonna finish it. But God, every episode some shit happened.
I'm probably not going to.
And the girl that plays Ellie looks like a freaking frog, man. It's so
her
hard.
face is huge. That was one of the funniest posts on Twitter. I literally had to go and tell Mo. I was like, yo, he said she needs to wear face binders.
Oh, that was my tweet.
Yeah, I was like, bro, that was hilarious.
I know it's mean as fuck.
It's hilarious.
It's funny. No, it's funny.
Is big.
It's
her
funny.
Her face is big. A binder may help.
I know it's hilarious, and it sucks, man, and I know it's not her fault, but it actually hurts the show because the dynamic is Joel is a white dude with a beard, and he's rustic, and he's set in his ways, and is like emotionless and heartless. That's basically his character, right?
Yeah.
And Pedro Pascal makes it work because he's Hispanic, but he honestly just looks like an old white dude.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know he was Hispanic until like
in the show he's Hispanic as well, but honestly he's just like a contractor. So Hispanic, white, it really doesn't matter in my opinion. Yeah. Joel could have been a black dude with the same exact character. It'd have been fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as he's that set in his ways, dude, he's good. But Ellie is supposed to be a contrast opposite.
Ellen Page is
right. It's supposed to be a complete contrast opposite to Pedro or Joel. It's supposed to be she's full of life. She thinks there's good in everyone. She doesn't think the world is as bad as it can be. She's optimistic for the future, and she's tiny and adorable.
Yeah,
that's what it's supposed to be. But she's in the show. She's an asshole to everyone. She's confrontational, and she looks like Rocky Dennis from that movie, The Mask.
When you, oh my goodness, Cher,
yeah,
the elephant man.
Yeah. So like it doesn't work very well.
She does, bro. She looks just like him. Damn.
So yeah, so that's basically I'm gonna finish it. I'm still trying to be optimistic because I really enjoyed the first game. Second game was garbage, but the first game was good.
I didn't play either one. I started the first one, didn't get into it. Started the second one, didn't get into it. It was too hard for me.
Yeah,
I didn't like how difficult it was.
I really enjoyed the first one because it was like a new experience. And then
I don't like the sneaking games. I hate the stealth
dude,
games.
how are you gonna say this shit in front of me right now?
I didn't know you loved them. I like to run and gun and just blah blah blah.
The goal is Naked Snake from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, is that what that came? Yes. Okay, that's what it is.
Tactical espionage action.
Didn't
flawed.
need to say that then.
Tactical espionage.
I thought it was just like we go like this or something. I thought that's what
how could you do this to me?
But Metal Gear Solid had a big impact on me as a kid.
Oh, such a great dude. Those are the best. Now you can run and gun in those games though, so you can shoot bitches. But yeah, in Last of Us, you got to sneak, man. You die. But the first game was great. Second one, it's like you'll kill like 90, 200-pound dudes as a tiny girl, which is weird. Yeah. And then you're like,
scene with the part with the sniper is crazy. I saw a clip of that.
Yeah,
that shit is epic.
Yeah. But like. You're Ellie and you're with Dina, I think her name is, or Dina, and you're like in a lesbian relationship, which is totally fine, whatever. Yeah. And but you and her, these tiny little girls, will take down like 90 dudes, like fist fighting them, and then like you'll immediately walk out of the building you just like cleared, and then she's like, "Wow, it's a nice day out here, right, babe?" And she's like, "Yeah, babe, it is." And I'm like,
going through it.
And I'm like, this is none of this. This all seems real stupid to me. Like,
and they could have easily just like made it like, oh, that was a hard thing to do. They could have easily just written it like that, but they had to be gamey.
Yeah. Matt Fashion says, I've been following you for a while, and I like to say you're my new favorite YouTube. And I've always liked these. Well, I appreciate that, Matt. You're the GOAT, dude.
It's the energy, bro. It's the energy.
Dude, he's been
Your energy is dope.
It's all the cocaine. No, somebody emailed me the other night, and they were like, hey, dude, like I feel like I should message you because you are exhibiting signs of like heavy cocaine use, and I used to be a user, and I just wanted to like reach out. And I'm like, dude, I appreciate that, but I have like smoked one joint in my life, and I've only ever drank alcohol.
Is so weird to me. People, bro, like I told you, me and Mo were on fentanyl for years.
Yeah.
And now we're off. We don't even smoke cigarettes. We smoke weed, but we don't smoke cigarettes, nothing. And people be like, yeah, you guys are high. And I'm like, bro, I wouldn't have an apartment. I don't think you know what fentanyl is. Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't have anything. I wouldn't have a MacBook in front of me if I was on fentanyl, no matter how much money I make.
Yeah, so
people don't get it.
I'm like, nah, dude, I'm not on coke. Like, I would like to try it. I'm gonna be honest. I would like to try it.
I tried coke.
Yeah, I kind of want it. Yeah, so I kind of want to try it, but everybody says they freaking hate it, and I'm like, well, I guess I won't freaking try it, man.
My girl loved it. I didn't.
And bitches always loving the hard stuff. Flawed. How dare you disrespect MGS? Casey says.
I'm sorry.
Damn, Casey's slinging some mud at your ass today. Yeah, dude. Bruce Camargo, by the way, if you want some Mustang crowd killing advice, just message me in the locals so I can see it pop up.
I don't even have a car. And you race cars?
I got two NASCAR Cup cars. One of them I race. The other ones I might sell pretty soon because it's like a show piece.
Oh, so like if I bought it, I can't drive it in the street.
You could. You could get. Well, it depends on where you live. I don't know about New Hampshire, but here
I live in Texas now. I don't live in New
Hampshire. Well, shit. There you go. So yeah, you probably could. You can just get a VIN number slapped onto it as long as they approve it. Which in Alabama they approve. They don't care. They'll just slap it on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's louder than sin. It's like a rocket taking off. But it's a Jeff Gordon car that he raced a bunch. And it finished third in the championship. So I don't want to, I would never take it to a race because if you get a dent on that, it drops like 50 grand in value.
Yeah.
So I have the entire car done. I just haven't done anything with it. And I'm thinking like I could sell it and get a Ferrari and finally live my dream of being a Ferrari guy.
Yeah.
Or I could pay off some of my mortgage, I guess, or pay off my new truck I just bought. But the other car, I race it all the time. I race it 26 times this year. I've wrecked it a bunch, and then I put it back together with my own redneck hands. I've gotten real good at it, though.
Damn.
Yeah, I've gotten real good at building bodywork and making it look new again. So
that's dope.
Google and YouTube.
I'm not good at even changing a car tire.
YouTube.
Dude, YouTube is everything, bro.
My dad and YouTube, man. Noah Sanders, I know people who buy the Gordon car off you. Well, tell them I want 80 grand for the SB2 original engine, the car, and the Jericho transmission that is from a 2021 car that has never been used. So there you go. 80 grand.
80 grand for the whole thing?
80 grand for the whole thing.
Damn.
That's what I'd sell it for. Yeah. So anyways, what we talk? Oh, shows. So let me get your advice, or not your advice, but your opinion. Woke. How do you feel when you turn on Netflix and it's like the new Halo show on Netflix? This is just a hypothetical. And it's like Master Chief is played by, and it takes
some black dude, or
Halle
some,
Berry,
lesbian, some
like a black woman, like, and you know that they're doing that just for shits. Yeah. Like they're doing
about it. Like that's the thing. I don't even mind woke shit because it's been around my whole life. But like now, the way that they're pushing it, it makes it cheesy. Like they don't even put any good story around it. They're just like, money, we're going to appeal to this audience and we're going to virtue signal, which makes the show suck. Like, I don't care. Like, I watched this show called Another Life on Netflix, and it's about space, and like these aliens are coming and they just land this thing in the fucking middle of the planet and they don't know what it is. And it like gets kind of woke. They got like a trans relationship on it. They got all types of shit. But the show was good. So I didn't care. Every time I was like, this is weird, but I don't care. Like, let them kiss, do fuck whatever they want to do. But the show was still good. You know, I still be like, they don't have to like really force it down, but I'm like, okay, whatever, because I get it, representation, whatever. But if the show sucks, which is what 90% of these shows, they're using the woke message as the anchor for the show. That's a bad move to go, and this is why they deserve to tank the way Netflix is and the way all these companies are, because they don't care about the quality of the product.
I agree. Andy, thank you. Fat, love you, dude. So this is my issue, man, is you can go back and you can watch movies. You can watch TV from the freaking 90s, 2000s. Dude, I was watching something from the 80s the other day, and it was like the CIA director was like a black woman, and then like two of her like co-people were like white chicks, and like a Latino girl was in there. And it was they had good characters, and it was a normal ass movie.
It didn't feel forced.
It was fine. But dude, you turn that shit on today, and the dialogue is the same.
The shit they're saying is weird.
It's like the same writer for everything. It's like, it'll be a scene where it's like a, let's say it's a white woman and she's in power. And dude, I was watching something the other day and this shit happened. And like it was like some lady and she was like president. And her aide was like, hey, we're going to go meet with the president of, I think it was Czech Republic or the prime minister. And it's like, keep in mind, he doesn't like, he's not a fan of women. I'm going to
make him.
Yeah. She's like, well, most men are not in favor of a woman in power, but we're going to change that. And I'm like, dude,
they always got to do it.
No one gives a dude. If freaking a good ass chick like runs for president and I know she's not going to change anything, but if she has good beliefs and people agree with it and she's strong headed, like that's fine.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck. Like
there was a show that I watched that had like a chick who was working. I forget what it was, but she was like, it was called Secretary of State or something like that. And
yeah.
It was this chick who was like not overseeing the president. The president went to her to make shit happen. And it was done well. I watched the entire show. I liked it. And they made the chick, the main character, a chick, but they weren't like, she's a chick. So she's like, they kind of alluded to it, but like not so obvious that I was like, why am I watching this? I feel like I'm going to be a feminist by the end of this. I can't stand it.
That's how the dialogue always is. And
or like, if it's black, my people, they always got to say, they did this to my people at some point. Like, yeah, they're colonizers, some weird joke.
And you'll be
fucking time.
Okay, what's a great example of this is Batman. The Batman with
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Okay, so there's just it seems like a very normal movie. Like there's minimal woke shit. Yeah. And you're enjoying it. Shit's happening. Bad guys are every color. Everything's going like the way it usually would go in any movie that's like this. And then they get to a scene where him and Catwoman are on a balcony. And they're just talking back and forth. And she's like, we got to attack these people. And he's like, blah, blah, blah. And out of nowhere, she's like, this city and just all the privileged, rich white men that are in power. And then it just goes back to the original dialogue, almost like it was a reshoot. And then she makes out with him. And the people she's
the rich
shit
person
on,
in power.
He's literally a rich white dude in power.
A rich white dude in
That's
power.
Him. And I'm like, did they just add this shit in? Like,
but it makes sense if you really think about it, because the feminists and these type of women, they go on like TV and be like, men, da 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 da, and then when they get home, they're like, fucking put my face into the ground,
dude,
and smack the shit out of me and treat me like I'm just like a servant.
We are back, dude.
Yeah. Anyway,
we are back to this. Like, so it's one time. A very quick segue. It's one time I hung out with this girl. She came in. She's a hot girl, college, probably 21, 22. We're watching a movie. She goes to pee in my guest bathroom. Okay, this is my old house. She comes back out, and she's standing in my doorway, and she's holding a MAGA hat. Because my friend like left a MAGA hat on my guitar, one of my guitars that hung on the wall. Yeah. Because when Trump was running, like, he bought a bunch of MAGA hats, and he was throwing around and just being memey, I think he did legitimately support Trump, but it was whatever. And he left one at my house.
Yeah, I voted for Trump myself.
Yeah, like I haven't voted in a long time. Ron Paul was the last one I voted for, but
I never voted before, but I made sure to vote for Trump.
I voted for Obama twice.
The second time.
No, I voted for Obama once and then Ron Paul once.
Yeah,
because I was young and I was like, change. It sounds great. So, and the only thing that changed was my health insurance premium went up 1,000%.
Yeah,
no joke. That's how it went from $37 a check to $280.
Yeah, I saw that happen to most parents too. I saw that happen. I saw them get like ravaged by Obama's fucking policies.
I canceled that shift so hard it was crazy. So, but anyways, she's holding a MAGA hat, and it's just a joke gift. It literally is a joke gift. And she's like, "Wow, Trump, that's disgusting. I can't believe you have this." And I was like, yeah, it's just a joke." And 10 minutes later, that girl was on top of me, slamming my ass.
That's how it goes.
Dude, just dripping. Like, I was like, damn, girl.
Guarantee she was more turned on than she ever been.
What is that about, man? What is that about?
Bro, it's because it's the I hate to say it, but it's like I don't hate to say it. It's a real thing. These girls have too much. They get too coddled in the world, and they need the contrast. So they get attracted to the opposite. Girls like spontaneity. They like to feel a contrast of things. So
Yeah.
if they get this all the time, this is what they're going to attract to. That's always, if she'll marry a man that's on this side of what she claims that she likes, and then chase this over here when it just pops up some random brokey that she, it's just, it's weird.
I think, now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is just how I think of it. I feel like, you know, obviously that would be the conservative side.
Yeah.
I feel like masculinity, the aura of masculinity kind of more comes from the feeling of conservatives
I
and
agree.
the movement, and obviously the more effeminate side would be the left side.
Yep, I agree.
So like maybe that's
what happened to me.
Maybe it's just masculine. Maybe it's a masculine thing. Like they're like,
I think you're right.
This dude is openly not giving a fuck, and he has a MAGA hat. I'm about to jump on his ass.
Even when, like, in the hood where people are mostly liberal, the drug dealers, the bad boys, all that, they are the opposite of what that is. Like, they're actively in the hood claiming to be liberal, but then selling drugs and, like, taking advantage of this same people that they claim that they're a part of. So those are the people that people flock to too. They always flock to the more, I'm my own guy, I'm not going to fall in line with this group of whatever this is over here.
Yeah.
And I feel like conservatives are the bad boys right now. So girls, even liberal girls.
Yeah. Well, okay. So like in social media, they're looked at in a more negative light, or maybe not as much as they were like a year or two ago, but they're looked at.
It's kind of cool now.
Yeah. Yeah. So
for a second,
being looked at in a negative light, I feel like you might be onto something where it's like bad boys, women might be interested. I don't know, dude. I
think it's true, man.
Women never gave a fuck, dude. That MAGA hat was that shit was sitting there for years, man. I don't know where it is now. I'm pretty sure, like when I moved, I threw away 90% of my shit. But
honestly, the girls that I ended up like dating or doing anything with in my past have been girls that I actively butted heads with originally.
Yeah,
because you're not the dude who's like showering them in compliments and all this. And they act like they hate it, but it's like, damn, I need to figure this guy out. You have to treat them like humans. I feel like that's one thing is women say this shit. They'll be like, I want a guy that'll do all these great things for me. Prince Charming.
Yeah, but that's monotonous and forced and not real.
It's not real for any man. Even if he's playing playing that part, it's not.
It's fake. So I feel like women more enjoy. I think women enjoy being treated as a human. Like when I hang out with girls,
you're right. Trashed was the right word to say.
Yeah. When I hang out with women, like if I hang out with Anna, that Star Wars girl at like conventions or something, I treat her just like I treat you. I'd be like, "What's up, bitch?" And I'd be like, I mean, she'll be like lagging behind, putting her like getting her purse. I'm like, "Come on, bitch!" I'm like, we got places to go.
Bro,
Stop being
I
dumbass.
call every woman I know a bitch, and it's not me saying
we're taking
you're
it back.
a fucking bitch.
We're taking it back.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it a bad word. It's just it is what it is.
And that's just, dude. I would say the same thing to like a dude. Like I've done it to Big Mike, one of my mods. I'm gonna be like, bitch, come on, now stop being a bitch. Yeah. And I treat women the exact same way, and I feel like women can pick up on that really, really quickly. Yeah. And if you're like sucking their toes off, being like, please, for a crumb of pussy, they see through.
They know that they don't have to give you shit, and they can still get that attention. So of course they won't give you shit. Yeah. Until they like really are desperate, maybe. One day when they're drunk.
Yep. So, dude, I totally agree. But anyways, back to the woke damn movie bullshit. Yeah, back to, dude. Somebody says women, I'm like, what?
Same thing with me though.
I hate them.
Literally, it could be anything. A girl could just be acting like entitled. Like they're so entitled back because of feminism, and it goes all the way back every time for me.
Yeah, I have a lot of women in my chat that are really great too. And
me too.
I wonder how they feel when I'm just like, oh fuck them.
The girls in my chat be like, "You're absolutely right."
They're also saying "fuck."
Yeah, they're like, "Fuck these bitches."
Opposites tend to agree. Casey says with the gold boy. I appreciate you, Casey. I mean, that I feel like that's probably a tale as old as time. Like
you have a good voice.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate.
I was gonna say that yesterday when I heard you singing with Rakita. I watched that little clip. I was like, "Yo, he's hitting the notes. He's pretending he's just." Like acting like he's not. This dude can sing for real.
Yeah, if only it wasn't misaligned. Like the like on what is it? StreamYard has like a 100 millisecond delay.
Yeah.
So like my vocals don't line up exactly, but it's whatever. Fuck it. It's for the fun of it, not for the damn.
But you was hitting the notes.
Accuracy. Yeah. Well, my mom was a singer. She was in a band for a long time. I don't think I have. My mom's a great singer. I do piano and guitar and bass and shit.
My girl plays piano. 10 years.
Yeah, I have a grand piano in my sitting room.
I'm jealous.
It's so beautiful. Yeah, I moved it with 3 of my friends or 4 of my friends into my house, and it was the worst experience of my life.
I hear
because it weighs like 1,000 pounds.
You remember in the old shows they would put that shit up in the window and with the fucking rope and shit. That was like a regular trope.
No, we were like all of us, and we were going up my stairs, and one of us would slip, and the entire it was like my life before my eyes. Whew. It was wrapped in like 19 blankets. How much
did you say it weighed?
It's over 1,000 pounds, easy.
Damn. That's crazy.
And we all were shirtless, and beads of sweat was going down our whole body. We're like holding it like this, and we're all like all of us who used to go to the gym together. So we're all like, boom. We're all like, some old lady probably drove by because it's like one of those neighborhoods where it's all old people. Yeah, they're like, oh my god, look at all them strapping young lads just holding a piano, like a live flashing before freaking out us, man.
I would want one. I kind of want one now. I didn't know it was like a real thing that people did.
Yeah, I don't like tuning them because I hate muting the like 3-string harmonies and going through it like for like 2 hours. So I always try to schedule somebody to do it, and they're like 6 months booked out. I'm like, how about you just come do my damn piano? Damn. I mean, 6 months booked out. So Shani says, explain the ducks to Flawed, Cody. All right, okay. So, I was
sin, she said.
Yeah. So Shani, she come over to my house, and I called her shabby for a long time because it's funny, shabby, oh, shabby, it's bad, it's derogatory. And she got pissed for some reason, which I'd have thought it was great if you called me like crabby or something. I don't know. And she bought like 250 ducks on Amazon and just put them all over my house. And I find them everywhere all the time.
Wait, what?
Yeah, rubber ducks. Do you see these little yellow things right below my Xbox screen?
Yeah.
And if you look in the background, you'll see yellow.
She's a madman.
Look at all the yellow orbs everywhere. They're tiny. That's all. She put those ducks there.
She's a madman.
My German Shepherd eats the shit out of them too. He kills like one a day. So, and they just keep coming. They just keep coming. And then they started this meme for whatever damn reason. We are $3.99 till double Fight Milk, by the way. And then you rubbed your bodies together, didn't you, Bulldozer? No, I did not rub my body together with Shani. That's the plan eventually, but it hasn't happened yet.
One day.
One day. But yeah, CamelCast better than TimCast. Man, you goated as hell. All right.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
I can't do this. I can only take so much like
clips. I can't even go on his damn show.
Well, yeah,
watch the show.
That and the fact that, dude, everything is like it's all like it's
goes back 100% to him being the boss.
Well, yeah, but it's like 100% just politically motivated, and like God, I just get so tired.
Shit in there.
I want to talk about bitches and music and movies and like.
The joke doesn't even hang in the air for more than a second. They go right back to the fucking...
It's just the same, like, oh, Biden did this and this policy and this. I'm like, fuck, I just want to like talk about like smashing pissers and women, and I just want to talk about YouTube.
People care that much?
Well,
about, like shit that's out of their control.
It's tribal, man. It's so tribal. It's like a football game in mass. So like, imagine if the country had 2 teams. It was the Cowboys and like the freaking 49ers or something.
Yep.
And that was it. Dude, people be killing each other in the streets.
That's true.
And that's how it is with we have 2 goofy political parties, and like people think like yelling about it online at each other. Yeah. Now people like Tim Pool, they have a huge audience. Yeah, they can get a lot of people. Like they can get to a lot of people and change a lot of minds. But normal people with like 2 followers yelling at people online and like, oh, I'm just like, what are you doing, man? Just go like have some fun, like live your life, man. Like Jesus Christ.
Agreed.
Do you play, Cody? I'd love to see a video or stream. Yes, Noah Saunders, I do. I play piano almost every day. I'm working on a bunch of Miyazaki music right now. Cody, be glad it's Ducky and not Shabby, go Stabby. God, could you imagine? She's the kind of girl that would stab your ass, though. That's for damn sure. I can see it now. Thank you, Camel Toe featuring Flawed. Oh, that's beautiful. Like that, dude. Look at this.
I like that.
Look at this.
I like just the name of that, Camel Toe featuring Flawed.
Yeah, dude. Hold on. Listen,
I'm lagging. What's going on here?
It only does it for like 2 seconds and it stops eventually. Share screen. Here, I'm gonna show you this. This is what they're doing for me right now. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Look at that. Camel Toe Cast featuring Flawed. Look at the damn. I need some custom underwear like that, dude.
They went back for me.
I love my
old shit.
Look at the look on your face.
Yeah, that's my normal face. Looking that face
looking
morning.
Right at the clitoris. Looking right into its eyes.
Still can't find it.
Where is it at? I don't know what it is. Dude, if she's on steroids, you'll find that bitch in 2 seconds.
I know China had like a fucking
looks like a toe.
8-inch fucking. It was, they said they had to take it out of her Playboy picture.
Yeah, just take that out. It looks like somebody has a fake ass thumb coming through your jeans.
Yeah, the Photoshop that shit.
You ever like play that joke on your friends, like when you're younger? You just like open your jeans a little and have the thumb come out. Yeah, that's what China's like actual like clitoris look like.
Yeah, it did. See, I haven't seen it, but yeah, she did. She also did prawn after too. So weird.
Oh, I watched all of it. Now, granted, look, it was for science. It wasn't for like
it was for research purposes.
I wasn't trying to beat my pee to it, but like there was not a single stomach pancake made that night. But I wanted to see, what it looked like, and it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, she was like getting gangbang. She wasn't just like going one.
Oh yeah, she didn't give a fuck. There was like 9 dudes just bukkake in her ass, which is
I remember it was in a wrestling ring. I saw that.
That's what I would have done. Shit, like if I was doing porn, you want
go
9 girls? Yeah,
go all out.
Let's do it.
Yeah, go all out. Fuck
what's the shame?
Why not?
Where's the shame? Like where somebody's definitely getting herpes like this session, so like might as well just go all out. Doesn't matter. We're all gonna have herpes after this.
Yeah, we all.
Yeah, dude. Somehow I avoided the herpes, but like. Man, listen, I don't know how.
50% of black women have herpes. I'll just say that.
Dude, that's what. Dude, if Drex was here, he'd be screaming. He'd be like, "Flawed, listen.
Why you think them damn German shepherds?"
He's like, "You got all these nice girls out here, and then you got the German shepherds. Ain't good to nobody. All they do is ruin your life."
I was dying, but I don't know how Rakita could stay on YouTube after that. That shit was rugged.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dude. I love Nick's show. Nick's awesome. Yeah,
it was fun.
Big shout out to Nick for being on the CamelCast episode 3. It was kick ass. Had a lot.
Must have been fire. I didn't see it, man.
Yeah, dude. He's a good dude. We're going to Vegas next week. We're gonna be staying together. I got that suite from the what's that movie? The Hangover.
Yeah.
I got that suite for.
You got the suite?
Yeah, you can get it. You can get it in Vegas, and it's got a piano. It's got a grand piano in it and all that shit.
What?
You remember when Mike Costas was playing the grand?
Yeah, I remember.
It's got a grand piano. It's I think there's only one of the. There's like one room per floor on the penthouse for the presidentials.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because I was like, fuck it, and it's not it's not that expensive. Like you would think it's expensive, but it's like it's like a couple grand for the whole stay, and the room already is like $1,000 for.
I was gonna say if it's Vegas is already crazy.
I'll throw another 1,000 just to have the print. Fuck it.
Yeah, like the experience. Why not go all out?
Yeah, and but yeah, I kind of regret it now because I bought a truck. And I'm like,
I remember you said that.
Use that $1,000, man. But yeah, dude, you should go to Vegas. Have you even thought about that? Have we asked you?
No,
bro, you should go to Vegas.
But that's the thing. So, I don't think I can.
What do you mean?
I don't think I would make it. I'd have to fly there.
Well, yeah,
of course.
Oh, okay, that makes
hard.
sense.
Yeah.
No, just what about Mo?
She would have to go with me. She ain't let me go to Vegas.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm about to say, just tell her to watch the dog, man.
When I come home, I might not have a house.
Damn. Well, I guess you're making the right call then. Oh my god. So Jay Lucky says I'm here for the milk. Thank you, Jay Lucky. I love your freaking Batman. That looks like the Batman from Face Fisted, that music video. Disco Cobra. Jesus Christ, man. Disco Cobra. We could change the topic to some music related stuff. What's your thoughts on the state of rock and metal? Do you think it's dead, or do you think it's just mainstream perspective? Listen to various artists across multiple genres. No, dude, I listen to almost exclusively metal, with occasional other things thrown in. Yeah. But I play bass and guitar, and when you play bass guitar a lot, generally you're gonna fall into metal.
I have a bass. I want to learn how to play it. I bought a bass just to learn, and I haven't even started yet. I got a pretty decent Ibanez bass, but I have a lot of guitars. And I play bass just to overlay music, so I can have like a bass line. Yep. But I'm okay at bass. I like the grooves. Every time I've ever seen someone play, like even not in rock, I see people play it for like different types of old school, like maybe it's like, I don't know, R&B. I don't know what it is, but like I see like they have like the most groovy. It's like grooves, bro. I just dude. That's why I love it. There's a song. Create that with a fucking computer. No, there's a song called Roundabout by Yes. It's like a 70s song. Yeah. And the bass line is like boopity 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 boopity. Yeah, I love that shit, man. And that's the shit I love. I like that slappy bullshit, like poppy ass bright bass. Yeah.
But yeah, I play guitar a lot, and dude, when you play guitar and you're really technical, like I love shredding some bass. Bro. You got to listen to metal, like you got to, because that's 99% of your technical guitar is coming from metal. Yeah. Because that's what it's all about. Disco Cobra, I appreciate you. No, metal's not dead. It will never be in my life. I was just talking to Flawed about Nightwish. He one of his biggest videos, or one of his big videos, are him reacting to Ghost Love Score by Nightwish at the 2013 like Whackin' Festival.
I just reacted to Unleash the Archers Sing. Have you ever heard of them? That shit was like one of the most epic things I ever heard in my entire life. I think you would like it.
Yeah, dude, I probably would. Like but yeah, dude, I love that shit. So you just have to know where to look, because if you just type in metal on Google, it's going to try to give you some bullshit. Like, oh, you want to listen to Avenged Sevenfold? No. And it's super saturated. Music is super saturated, so you really have to search it out. Yeah, there's plenty of good music. They just try to give you the most trailer park generic Five Finger Death Punch. No, I don't want to listen to that garbage. It's like the same garbage like the same three, like Disturbed. No, the mainstream. Yeah, I call it trailer park metal. Yeah. And there's a lot of good shit out there. You just got to know where to look, man. That dude from Disturbed, his voice is crazy though. David Draymond. Yeah. His voice is crazy. He's got a good voice. He's got a great voice. But God, the music's like so. I haven't heard much. Early 2000s, like generic. It hurts to listen to. Yep. I like some new metal, and I don't think that falls into that category. But there's this band called Mudvayne. I've heard of Mudvayne. I fucking love Mudvayne. I love them. Look, and it's because the bassist, he is a monster. He's slap bass the whole time, and it's just beautiful. I have to look into it then. What song should I react to if I'm going to react? Dig. Okay, Dig. All right. Dig. Just D-I-G, man. Oh, it's so good. I love that shit, dude. Dig by Mudvayne is a beautiful song, dude. Gotta love it. I'm going to be doing that soon. And the video is just even better, man. Like, so, Casey says, with a $10 super chat, hot tub show with Nick. Yes, I'll be doing hot tub shows all week with Nick in Vegas. Yes. Thank you, Casey. I love you. I appreciate you. We are less than 200 from double 5 milk. Jesus, Mary Joseph. Oh my goodness. I've never been to Vegas, but yeah, if I go, I wouldn't have a house as well. Oh my God. Saying that is not true. Detest country, unfortunately. Music nowadays is meant for people with ADHD. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're 100% right. I agree. Yeah, no Iron Maiden. I love Iron Maiden. Yeah, Iron Maiden's great. It's just Iron Maiden's like death scream. What is the most brutal death metal scream? Who is that from? Someone said show Flawed, the most brutal death. Oh, he's talking about the meme. So he's talking about the video from the Mudvayne Dig. Okay. Where it's like the intro, and then like the guy screams, but it's just like a guy moaning. Show me. Yeah, it's just a guy moaning. Oh, so they overdub trying to recreate it. Okay. And it's just a guy, but it's like the same video, and it's like and then it's like it's building up to the scream, which is the best part of the freaking opening, and then it's just like. And then it's hilarious. Actually, dude, I'll pull it up right now. Hold on, we'll pull it up. I forgot I can do this. Wild, bro. Yeah, we're gonna pull that up right now. Hold up. The internet is undefeated. That's crazy. Yeah. Dig meme scream. Dig meme scream. There we go. We'll pull it up right now. Most beautiful death. I hope this is it. I'm pretty sure this is it. All right, here we go. All right. Wait, where's the damn StreamYard? There it is. All right. Let's pull this. Oh yeah. Stop sharing screen. Yeah, stop. All right, cool. I'm still getting used to all this. Very, very new. Yeah. All right, share screen time, boys. Here we go. All right, here it is. Amazing. That's like one of those. You ever seen those unsatisfying videos where they like cut things purposely on the side? Yeah, I feel like that's what I just felt. My shoulders kind of cringed there. Yeah, but the real scream is brutal. Okay. I forget his name now. It's like Casey something. Chad something. Anyways, Chad Gray. Dude, he's in Hell Yeah. He's in a lot of bands, and he is his screams are multiple bands. Yeah, he was in Hell Yeah. Yeah, he was in Hell Yeah with Vinnie Paul, and they rocked ass. But then Vinnie Paul died, so now he's back with Mudvayne.
Damn.
So
Damn.
Knocked Loose is fantastic. Counterparts, Kubla Khan for the bus hardcore metal. Look him up, dude. You know who I love?
Hold on. Let me take a picture of that. Leave that up real quick.
I've been listening to a lot of Bring Me the Horizon. They have a lot of cool music.
I heard something from them.
Yeah, so a lot of their music is video game theme, and they don't overtly tell you. I was listening to a song by Bring Me the Horizon the other night called Dear Diary.
All right, I got it.
And it's brutal. And I was listening to the lyrics, and I was working out, and I was like, wait a second. This song is about 4 Itchy Tasty in Resident Evil 1. And I listened to it again, and I was listening to the lyrics. And in Resident Evil 1 on PlayStation 1, there is it's like the most famous like file that they put in the game in all the games. It's called 4 Itchy Tasty, and it's just
the thing that falls from the ceiling.
No, it's just
Resident Evil 2. I'm joking.
No, it's just a diary that's sitting on a table.
Oh, okay.
And you read it, and it's like a doctor that's experimenting on dogs that become zombie dogs, and then he gets bit by one, and it's
hated them.
Yeah, it's his slow, like spiral into becoming a zombie.
I remember him. Yeah.
So his like grammar starts getting poor, and then he's like, dog bit me, so I ate it. Ate another person, and then the last page just says 4 Itchy Tasty because his grammar is going because he's becoming a zombie. Yep. And that's what the song is about. And I was like, holy shit, I couldn't believe it.
That's
and they don't
deep.
They don't tell you. They don't tell you that shit. It's just in the song.
So it's like an Easter egg.
Yeah, and then there's another song called Shadow Moses, which is the first island in Metal Gear Solid 1. And the opening of the song is the opening song to Metal Gear Solid 1. And it's
clever.
It's about Shadow Moses. It's freaking wicked. And I'm like,
it's
you know what?
Not telling people. That's the best part about it. Like,
Blake Bam Bam
not being overt about it.
Blake Bam Bam says, "Dear diary, dog stopped barking probably because I ate his face." Yeah, that's the breakdowns lyrics right there. That's the actual lyrics. Yeah. So fantastic band. Now they're kind of like more like mainstream and kind of a little bit more into this new age sound. But the fact that they're making like PS1 geared like music, I'm like, all right, cool, yeah. Like I respect you guys.
See, I don't have a problem with mainstream sounding music. I like melodies. I'm really big on just all different types of melodies, even if it's like not that creative. I'm intrigued by music theory, just period. So I wonder why things do well in the mainstream and why things don't do well, and why certain things, why music is even sounds good. You know what I mean?
No, dude, I love it all.
Things.
Dude,
so I don't mind mainstream music.
Man, sometimes I'll be just sitting there listening to like the Waltz of Flowers, which is my favorite classical piece, and it's just like a classical piece.
Yeah,
I'll be like listening to it. I'll be hanging out with girls.
Like when you really think about it, you try to figure it out, bro.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck you listen to?
You're
in
a trance right now.
It's the Waltz of Flowers or Fleur Elise or
she's like, I'm about to get killed. I don't know
Claire
right now.
Claire de Lune. Oh my god.
Fleur Elise is amazing, and
people are like, "Why are you listening to that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man." I'll be like in my truck bumping,
but why do they
Claire de
sound
Lune.
so good? That's the thing.
It's beautiful.
Why is it so technically?
It makes my ears come, and that's what I like. But no, I've been listening ever since I realized that Bring Me the Horizons, like a lot of their lyrics were PlayStation 1 games. I've been listening to so much Bring Me. I'm like, well, now I like you, even though I didn't really care for it at first. And I'm like, I saw them live. Like my first ever experience of Bring Me the Horizon was just live. I went to see Knocked Loose in Nashville, and they were with Bring Me the Horizon. So they opened for Bring Me.
I don't remember what I heard from them, but now I want to go look back and like see what when they rehear the song. I heard.
Check some Sam by EB and Seasons by May for great piano pieces. Thank you. I appreciate that, Noah. I'll check that out. Here's a big one again. Here's a big one. Disco Cobra says, I do love me some new metal, but for various reasons. I can agree it's never been exactly the best, but I think new metal has got a bad rap because on certain biased opinions, I get into bands like Korn, System, Mudvayne, Limp Bizkit, Slipknot. I love System of a Down and Mudvayne.
System of a Down is dope.
Yeah, I wish they'd release more music, but they're all like weird, proud, goofy bitches. So what's up, Chris Rod in the chat?
They always are.
How you doing, dude? But yeah, dude, yeah, man, I've been metal's not dead. That's for damn sure. There's a lot. Yeah. It's in my opinion, metal's better than it ever has been.
I would agree, just because that's how music works. People are only going to get more and more creative with it. The ones who really are into it, and there's going to be them all the time. You just gotta find them. I
love turning my freaking amp up to like 5. I have a 200 watt Randall Satan head. I got a full stack, dude. I love cranking that up to 5 and like shaking my house.
See, if
Just
I had
palm
a house,
muting.
I would do some shit like that.
But I palm mute hard. Like, God, I love it. Love it. It's my greatest shit. Matt himself says, I still vibe with a Mudvayne song. Happy. It's a great song.
I never heard Slipknot. I heard one Korn song.
I've heard Slipknot. I've listened to Slipknot before, but I'm not a big fan of Slipknot. But I am a really, really, really big fan of Children of Bodom. Fucking
never heard of them.
Half of my playlist, my gym playlist, is Children of Bodom.
Is it
Love
like
them.
is it melodic?
It is. It started out as neoclassical metal with screams, and then it kind of got. It still has that vibe, but it got like they tuned their guitars to like drop C and started like playing some open shit like. And Alexi Laiho is one of the best guitarists ever, best music writers ever. He died 2 years ago from what is it when you drink a lot and necrosis of the liver,
cirrhosis of the liver.
Cirrhosis of the liver. What did I say? Necrosis. What the hell is necrosis?
I said psoriasis.
Yeah, psoriasis. So. Yeah, he got really bad. Dude, he died of psoriasis. Like he couldn't even move, or he'd break in half. Yeah, so yeah, he passed away. Rest in peace, Alexi Laiho. He's the god. But yeah, dude, I love Children of Bodom. Children of Bodom's wicked. When I'm working out and freaking,
it's that heavy lit shit.
Dude, Bodom Beach Terror comes on, and I'm freaking tripping balls from pre-workout, and it's just double bass just hits you in the face. I'm just like, oh my god, damn, Lord Zero, you run into Shavo from System a lot. That's freaking badass. Why don't I get that cool shit?
Wait, is that the main guy?
He's the bassist from System of a Down. Shavo. I can't say his last name because there ain't no point. It's like just a bunch of random freaking letters. Necrosis is when you're dead. Flesh rots.
Shavo?
I mean, it's basically the
Is that
same
the dude
thing.
you just said?
Shavo.
Oh, Shavo. Okay.
Shavo's the bassist. Yeah. But yeah, dude, Children of Bodom's wicked as hell. Do you listen to metal a lot, or what do you listen to?
Not really. Only when people request it, but I have been listening to, because like I said, I like the more melodic type of shit. So I've been listening to Falling in Reverse, some of their stuff.
Yeah, I do. They pop up on my playlist a lot because I got the enhanced mode that gives you random shit. So yeah.
I found myself like adding their music to my playlist, which is rare for me with rock.
Yeah, dude. Rodicus says, I went to a car wash and it fucked my car up. There's so many rolling scratches from stupid roll. Dude, like, I know there's nothing you can do about it now, but yeah, never.
Wait, the rollers scratch your car?
Oh, dude, when I was like 14 years old, my dad's like, yeah, never take your car to a car wash, son. You always wash it with a new microfiber towel and then dry it with a new microfiber towel. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks, Dad. And he's like, make sure you always go in one direction swapping and one direction swapping drying. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Dad. And that's what I've done my whole life. Yeah. You take them bitches to car wash, you will scratch the shit out of your car. Damn. Because they don't wash it. There's debris all over the scrubbers. There always is. So like, that's why you always use a new cloth every time you wash and then dry. I have a pack of. They won't
like reimburse you.
No. They're scrubbers. They just use the same scrubbers every time. So there's just debris all over their scrubbers, man. Yeah. Dude, I have girls. I had a girl that had an Audi V8 Audi S6 I think. This girl that came from California. Her dad was rich, and we were hooking up a bunch. And she had this brand new Audi, like I think it was an S6. It was a V8, and I was like, dude, I love this car more than life itself. And she was like, yeah, I went to a car wash today, and I'm like, what the fuck you doing? No, I was like, look, I didn't even like this girl.
You ever watch Seinfeld?
No, I've never watched it before.
All right,
I need to though. God damn it. But
so someone who's like does that whenever dude's like, yeah, I did this with my car. He's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. But dude, I didn't even really like her. She's kind of mean all the time because she was a Cali girl. She's a SoCal girl. She's from SoCal. So she was always like, I deserve the world to get out of my fucking face. But she was hanging out with my old ass. She was like 20 and I'm like 30. And she's hanging out with me.
She ain't been jaded yet.
But dude, she was real attractive. She was a model. She had a modeling contract in Atlanta and she was just so attractive, but she was mean as hell. She's mean as a snake.
The pretty
man.
ones be like a lot of times the pretty ones be like that.
But she'd always come over and like lay on me. And she would just lay on me. And she was kind of affectionate, but she just didn't know how to not be mean all the time. Somebody said S6 doesn't have a V8. It was whichever one had a V8. This was a long time ago, by the way. This wasn't like now. This is like 5 years ago. So she took it to a car wash, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, look, girl, I don't even like you that much, and I will wash your car if you want me to. Don't take it to a car wash, please. I'm like, what are you doing? And so I washed her car. Like she would call me randomly, and I just go wash her car for her.
Car wash.
I was like, I can't do that. I could not, in my heart, I could not let her do that to that car. She eventually sold it, and she got a brand new Audi like 3 days ago. Busted Knuckle says, yo, Flawd, ran out of my shop to send you a message on PC. If you do a reaction, I would love to see you watch Halung Lifa live. You'll never hear a sound like that in modern music. He said, Halung Lifa. Halung Lifa.
I got it.
Halo Smith says attractive women don't learn how to have a good personality. Well, they don't have to. They don't need one. The reason that people like the reason I think I have like, even if it may not be a good one, but I know I have a colorful personality. The reason I do is because I had to act out and see what worked to fit in. And then eventually it just became me. Like I was trying to do certain things to get reactions and see if people would let me into their friend groups when I was a kid, when I was real little, 9, 10 years old. And
that's survival, man.
Then eventually it just becomes your personality. Yep. Right. And then my parents are real freaking weird. They're like, my mom and dad are just like me.
Yeah. Like
my dad would be like, hey, how about you eat my ass? I'm like, huh? Like a lot of my things I say come from my dad. People think, man, Cody, you come up with a lot of shit. I'm like, no, it's my dad. My dad's my dad.
I say a lot of things my mother said.
Yeah. So, but like hot girls, they never had to do that. Yep. They already won. So they don't have to. They're already the most popular.
Yep.
They're always
be the shittiest people ever.
Yeah. They're always
people still want them.
Dude, they'll be on a yacht from a DM Instagram. They don't have to do nothing.
Yep.
So, that's why a lot of men have personalities. Women don't have to. Men have to kind of do that. Even to go through their company and become successful, they have to be charming, have a good personality. It's just how that shit works. Disco Cobra says, got some recommendations for bands to check out. My Ticket Home, Head Cave, Spirit Box, Turnstile, Guano Apes. I've heard of them. El Nino, heard of them. And Liquid and Coil, definitely have heard of them as well. Thank you, Disco Cobra. This dude's going wild. We are 150 from Double Five Milk. 150 from Double Five Milk, boys. Thank you, Disco Cobra. I love you. Also, I'll go through all these again, these super chats tonight, by the way. Dirtbox says, Camelot, love your show. In South Mississippi, families from Gunnerville, Alabama. I want to move there. You ever learn the Interstellar song on piano? Yep, I can play the entire score from Interstellar on piano.
Wow.
Yep, it's the easiest thing for me too. I've played it so many goddamn times. I'll play it on stream when we're in Vegas. You'll see it in my locals. If you're not in my locals, by the way, my locals, I stream and I do music. I'm going to start doing piano, but my music room it's my grand piano's in a different damn room, man. But I play guitar and stuff as soon as they fix their RPTML or whatever it's called, RMPTL, whatever. But I'm on there. Consider joining my locals. It's in the chat right now. Somebody post my locals. It really helps me out a lot. Locals gives their creators 90%, which is higher than every other platform.
That's wild.
So if you want to support me on there, give me a kiss on the PP. It's 16 cents a day, boys. And you can see my nudes. I forgot. Yeah, I put my nudes on there, by the way. Flawed, don't join it.
I remember. I remember you said that.
Because you're going to see some shit if you join my... I'm just putting that out there. I forgot to tell everybody. Yeah. There's like a straight up naked picture on my logo. Oh, my God. Yeah. And I'm sure everybody's seen it by now. I don't know if any of the girls have. I don't even think Anna's seen it yet. She'd probably be like, what the fuck? What are you doing, man?
I saw it edited on Nick's stream.
Oh, okay. So you have seen it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, with Nick's face. Yeah.
Yeah,
they put Nick's face on it. It's hilarious. Carrie Davidson with a $10. Look at this beautiful woman right here. She's such a good person. I haven't checked my P.O. box yet, Carrie, but I will tomorrow. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Carrie's so good to me. I appreciate you. For just 16 cents a day, you too can get flashed by Camelot's penis. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Richard. That is true. Richard will be in Vegas. Can't wait to see you, dude. Yeah, a lot of people will be in Vegas, dude. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
If I would have had more of a time before, I could have made it, but it was cutting it too close.
Oh yeah. I should have told more people. It was just me and Nick's been talking about it for months.
I didn't know until I first went on Rakita's stream with y'all.
Yeah, and then now people are starting to show. Oh my God! Now people are starting to show interest in going, and I'm like, shit, I should have told more people about this. But a lot of people are going. Nerdrotic's going to be there, and a lot of kick-ass people, so it'll be fun. So I'm going to share this real quick because this is very important that you see this, and then we'll move on. There you go.
Yo, wait a second. Where did you get that picture of me from? That shit is so old.
Oh my gosh.
Wild.
Look at the picture of Nick in blackface. My God.
He looks like a TV show.
The Drex picture looks like he literally is there, and he's staring at me.
And attorney looks like scared.
Yeah,
like, what am I
like he
into?
was. It makes sense. He was very scared of that.
He's
like, what the hell am I? What did I get into, man?
He was definitely regretting it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly, Bulldozer. He says Shavo Adajahona by Hana. Yeah, exactly. Last name's outrageous. By the way, if you're not subscribed to me or Flawed, you best get on it, doggone it.
That's his real last name.
Yeah, dude. Shavo, like Odegajabega. Yeah, I can't say it. There's no way it's happening.
Damn.
There's no way it's happening. We do have a naked snake coming in here in about 20 minutes, everybody. So get ready for that. How much till double fight milk? 150. God, I'm about to do double fight milk 2 days in a row if we hit that, or 2 streams in a row. That sucks ass. See, this is what happens when you
signed up for your locals, but
bro, see, I shouldn't have told you about the nudes, man.
No, that's not what I was talking about. It's not showing up on my mobile for some reason.
Oh, okay. It's all
good.
Annoying. It's all good. Yeah, dude. But yeah, so what are what do you got going on this year? You going to any cons or anything?
So I might, but I don't have plans to do that right now. But I'm trying to get more into the content creation, like events, you know.
I mean, you're there, man. You're there. Like, as far as the following goes, you're there.
That's the thing. So now I got to do this part, you know.
Yeah, we got our plaques in the same freaking place, man.
Yeah,
that shit.
Oh, we do. Wow.
Right beside our little colorful signs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So So what you? I don't know if you've considered it, but the Matsuri in
see, what is that?
July?
I don't even know what that is.
Anime Matsuri's in Houston. It's just a convention.
But I'm going.
Yeah, there you go. And we, me, Nick, Flash, all them, we do panels and stuff there.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we'll be VIP guests. We don't have to pay nothing. They'll just let us in. We'll get press stuff. It's really cool, and they take care of us, and they're really, really nice, man.
Wow, I'm gonna go there.
So yeah. Patrick says, "Would it be more than double fight?" No, so quad fight, but no, it's double. It's double. Well, technically, it's 4 eggs, so it's quad milk, but I call it double fight milk
because one is double.
Double, so quad. So I don't know. I'm looking from Alabama, Patrick. Right? I'm sorry.
It's about servings. You know
Anna said it's in August. Okay, yeah. So Matsuri's in August. Then.
Okay.
I thought it was in July last year, maybe, but maybe it's in August. But yeah, that's something you definitely need to go to.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of fun. You can bring
it would be crazy if I didn't when it's right down the street from me, basically.
Yeah, dude, we do such a great. We do a lot of things. We get drunk. We have a lot of fun. I drank a lot of bourbon and blacked out a lot. It was really fun. Yeah. Noah says, you may not think you're good fit for Timcast, but I'd love to see you on Pop Culture Crisis, their afternoon live show. It'd be awesome. Dude, I'm totally down. I've talked some mad shit about Tim, though. But, yeah, dude, I'd totally be down.
I think Tim is one of the type of people. He's the type of person to get you on to make it seem like he's not that kind of person.
Yeah.
He won't put you on because you said something, even though he really is feeling it down in his soul. But
yeah. So he's no, he's great. Like if he invited me on, I'd be like, dude, he's great. Yeah, because now I'm at 1 million subs. What's up?
Yeah, it helps a lot. Thanks.
Look, dude, is that selling out? Sure is.
I don't hold grudges either, so it doesn't even if I suddenly feel away, I'll have a conversation.
He's like, hey, Camelot, you'd like to come on my show? And I'm like, suddenly, I'm not.
I'm an employee.
I'm totally cool. I like Temple. He's great.
I now work for Timcast.
Matt Fauchen, thank you for the gold boy. Noah Saunders, I appreciate you. Yes, well, technically, Patrick, but the issue is, so I don't foresee us, especially with the guests we have on like Flawed and they're following, I don't foresee us not hitting fight milk very often. So if I keep doubling that bitch, it's going at 87 eggs. I'm going to die. I'm going to go to the hospital. What happened? I consumed 87 raw eggs. It's like, oh, well, sir, we're going to have to stomach your stomach. We're going to have to pump your stomach real quick. So, oh, yeah. Well.
That's wild because I heard drinking eggs raw was bad for you.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily bad for you, but it could cause salmonella. But dude, I have drank so many eggies. Like my body is a machine.
Okay,
my body is a machine. All right.
I mean, you've drinking quite a bit, so I believe you for that.
My body is a machine. I have consumed so many damn raw eggs at this point because I've been doing this since 2019.
What?
And I've probably hit fight milk like at least over 150, 200 times. So I've done.
This is like your thing.
I've been doing it forever. Yeah.
What made you do it the first time?
There's a guy in my chat named Aaron Golden. Like and I haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
But well, I have
Started
like
something.
I probably have once. But he's like, you should do Fight Milk at like $1,000 or whatever. And I was like, okay.
It's a good idea.
And I did it one day, and then I just never stopped doing it. There you go.
It's a good idea because it's anything like I like things like that. Like I'm starting to add more type of activities to my live streams. You know,
It's Camelot,
like,
even
things
human.
like that.
Yeah, dude, that's what it's a lot of fun, and it involves everybody. Like
Yeah.
I have people in my chat that support me more than I ever thought possible, and I don't know why. I'm so thankful. Every day, like I'm like, damn, I can't believe I'm so thankful for these people that support this show. They don't have to do that shit, and I'm really thankful. So
I don't know why people support me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I have imposter syndrome, like ain't no other.
Yeah.
But that being said, I gotta repay him at least with some raw milk, and raw eggs.
Well, yeah, I mean the milk is I would say it's raw milk too.
Yeah, but Pleasure would be hilarious in their vlogs at CAMELCAST. Well, there you go. Master Lions gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Master Lions. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, son.
Damn.
So how much to Fight Milk, Patrick? Oh shit, I don't know, like 130 or 128.
We're there.
We're there, dude. We're there. But yeah, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should definitely go to Matsuri. What else? What about content? What do you got planned for upcoming content and shit?
So what I've started to do, I used to stream every day. That was my thing, right? I stream every single day for like 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
And it was cool, but then it became I wasn't able to do anything else, and I like to actually create content. I like to make music.
Yeah.
So I started streaming only on the weekends, and now I'm going to be dropping more elaborate videos and doing interviews with artists and other YouTubers and things like that. Not even interviews. So you see, I started with reactions. That's what my channel is basically like based around, because like I said, I like to talk about the music. I like to think about, like, I see that it's more than just music for me. So I figured that'd be a good thing to do. And it's like led me to meeting a bunch of rappers, led me to like Ronnie Radke followed me the other day, and I don't even know, like, all I do is react to people's music.
Yeah.
Right. So I've had a couple rappers come on during when they drop a song. I'll talk about it live, and they would like be in the chat sometimes and like whatever, show love and shit. But now I've had a couple rappers come on when they drop their music.
Yeah.
And basically we react to it at the same time as them and break it down and ask them questions about the video and all that. And it turned in, that started a thing in my head to where I want to start having, like, I would have you on, right? And then you would, like how we've been talking about bands, you would give me music to listen to that I haven't heard that you think you want to hear, or people would want to hear my opinion on, just for content's sake. And so we can, like, pick other people's brains about music and things like that. And that's what I plan on doing for the future, like making it more elaborate, more elaborate of a setup for that. But other than that, I just stream on the weekends.
That's like, damn, that is like ultimate grift idea right there. Yeah, like have a rapper on, launch their music on your stream live while dude, that's gold.
You gotta embrace the grift.
That's like print money, man. That's a good idea. Shit, I never thought about this. Invite Nightwish on. Hey, you got a single? Let's lyric. Nah, they're too badass. They're too.
They wouldn't come on.
Their albums hit #1 like in almost every country but the U.S.
Yeah,
they'd be like, "Who are you? We don't talk to you."
When I reacted to Nightwish, bro, it was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Like the comments, they're like, "Nightwish Army, Nightwish Army, Nightwish." It was like probably like thousands of people who were like, "React to this in this order." It was the craziest thing.
The guitarist,
diehard fan base,
Impu Vorgan, is like 5'2". He's so adorable.
Is he the keyboardist is the one who writes the music, right?
Yeah, Thomas Holopainen. He's the guy that writes all this stuff. Patrick Power with a double Fight Milk super chat just now.
Dude
coming in.
Crazy mad.
Let's get flawed fucked up. Duck,
he's a madman.
Duck. Hot diggity damn. See,
he's a madman.
What are you doing in here? I have a giant husky.
Oh, I have a husky too.
Why is he in here?
Well, I have a Pisky. He's a half pitbull, half husky.
Oh, there he goes. You got that? I don't know. I just didn't notice his ass in here. I was too busy reading Patrick Power. He's a woolly, so his hair like touches the ground, and he's massive.
Adorable.
Like so average size of a husky is like a female's 40 to 60, male's 60 to 80. He's like 94 pounds, and he's not fat. He is a monster.
Yo.
And people are like, is he a Malamute? He's huge. And I'm like, no, he's a freaking Siberian Husky, AKC registered.
Husky.
But for some reason, he's massive. And then I got a German Shepherd that's even bigger.
Black girl in there?
Yeah.
You got a black girl on all fours just running around.
Nah, he weighs like 114 probably. And I have a, Harry Potter's room in the first Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Where it's below the stairs?
Yeah.
I have a bathroom. I have a bathroom in my, so I have a kitchen on my second floor. And I have a bathroom in it. It's beside my bar in my living room. And I have a bathroom and it's under the stairs. And it's really nice. It's not like Harry Potter's room, but it's a bathroom. Yeah. And I'll just be pissing at 3 a.m. And dude, I'll forget that my German Shepherd lives here. And he'll just get he'll get zoomy because he's like, oh shit, where's Dad at?
You're awake.
He's a German Shepherd. So he's like, oh, you're going somewhere? And he won't notice I get out of bed, go pee and get like something to eat. Yeah. And he storms down the freaking stairs and it sounds like somebody's rolling down the stairs. Like falling. And I'll be like pissing. I'll be like, like scared, like I'm about to get freaking shit. Yeah, somebody's gonna
your door or something.
Yeah, because I got my pants down. I'm afraid somebody's gonna run in the bathroom and just put the dick in me immediately. Be screaming. Could you imagine? Could you
rob you, not kill you? Just
I'm just over the toilet and just getting dick down as I was pissing. God, that would be the worst way.
Yeah, that would be terrible. I'd be like, take everything. Not my brown eye though,
dude. That happens all the time. I'll hear him running. And I'm just like, and I just piss. Like I'm pissing all over myself because he's big, man. Tell Flawed to listen to Jelly Roll. Who the hell Jelly Roll?
Oh, is? I have listened. I've listened to 2 Jelly Roll songs. He's amazing. He's a. Well, I've never heard his rap songs, but I've heard him sing. He's really good.
Hell yeah. Well, there you go, Jelly Roll. All right, boys. So we're gonna do Nugget Snake here in a few minutes, and then we're gonna do Fight Milk right after, and then that's the show. Okay. We'll wrap it up after that. And now keep in mind, guys, I will be on Locals exclusively after this for 30 minutes to an hour in my music studio.
I got to do that more often.
Yeah, I forgot to do it all last week. Dude, I was like laying there last night, like sleeping in my theater room, and I was like laying in my recliner, and I was like half asleep, and I was like, wait, I haven't done a local stream in like 5 streams. And I was like, oops. I just out of nowhere, I was like, oh shit, I gotta do Locals.
I have to remember. I haven't like really done much on Locals.
He used to roll with Lil White from 3-6. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh, Casey post. What are you posting in here? Okay. Oh, he's playing MGS3 while he watches the stream. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I need to play MGS3. God, I love MGS3. So good.
Phantom Pain.
Hell yeah.
Okay, because that's the last one I played.
Phantom Pain was great. It's just they didn't let Hideo Kojima finish it, so there was like you would have like 20 hours of like no cutscenes and you're just running around doing shit. And you're like, when is something going to happen? And it's because they didn't let him finish it. He needed another year.
And they just forced it out. Didn't they boot him? Did they kick him off?
Yeah, they fired his ass.
Yeah.
He released it and they cut him off. And I was like, well, goddamn. So he started his own studio called, I think it's just called Kojima Productions, maybe.
He made Death Stranding with it, right?
And it was fantastic. And a lot of people didn't like it for whatever reason. I loved it.
I heard they said it was a walking simulator, but I haven't.
Yeah, loved it. Thought it was great. I just didn't understand why people hated it. I thought it was awesome. You'd be running or riding your little motorbike trying to get to an area, and it'd just start playing some kick-ass weird like lo-fi shit.
Yeah,
and you're like, this is great.
Does anything happen on that ride though? Because that's what I feel like people were complaining about.
Well, when they start playing the music, usually it's just chill. But when there would be some crazy shit, like giant bosses would just appear in the world and start beating your ass.
See, no one ever talks about that when they talk about that game.
Rebel Bird, what's up, baby? Yeah, I was like these giant, like weird oil monsters there, and like the size of fucking whales trying to kill you.
I'm gonna play.
It was great, dude. There's a second one I think in production now. So, and the story is great because it's Kojima. Wolfsbane says, he says, Drex, he's always want me to quote her, Cam, what have I told you about these goddamn German Shepherds? They ain't shit. They're disgrace to the great dog breed they're named after. Thank you, Wolfsbane. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm getting prepared for everybody to unsubscribe when I do this. Love you, Rebel Bird. We got Naked Snake coming here in a few minutes.
Just know I'm jacked.
Look at it. Oh my god. See the husky? He's freaking my husky got stung by a bee yesterday and his face was fat as hell looking. It's hilarious.
I feel bad.
But he's fine. He's fine. It's fine today. It only lasted one day.
My dog needs to get some humbling like that because he thinks he can just fuck with everything.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Picks up random shit, eats it. He ate a joint like a month or probably 2 months ago, and he was ruined. I felt so bad. I didn't even know he did. My girl was like, yeah, he ate something on the ground. Ended up being a joint. He couldn't even walk. He was like, I had to hold him like a baby. We just all were, my cousin was here from like visiting from New Hampshire, and we just all were like huddled around his bed and just sat there and just like chilled for like 10 hours, hoping he would feel better. I felt so bad. He couldn't walk.
There it is. I was like, where the hell's my bandana? You wouldn't happen to have a bandana, would you?
I got something. Hold on.
I got me a bandana here.
1 second.
Well, get ready to unsubscribe after Naked Snake, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be the first time Flawed has ever done a Naked Snake, obviously. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We had Nick do it last show. A lot of fun. So make sure you get them locks up. If you're not subscribed to this channel, you best get on it, doggone it. We're going to do a CamelCast at least 2 times a week, but we've had 4 in a row now. So as long as I can get guests, we got Gary from Nerddrotic will be on soon. Trying to get It's a Gundam. He hasn't responded to me yet, but Anna talked to him about it. So there's that. We'll see what he does. I hope he does. He's a good dude. I've been on shows with him before in the past. Critical Drinker. I'm trying to get him on because I love his ass. I think he has great content. And I'll get, I'll have Chrissy Mayer on. Cecil's coming on in 2 weeks once he gets back from Vegas, or not from Vegas, from where he is. So we'll have Cecil on. I'll have Tug on. Tug's supposed to be coming on maybe Wednesday, but I don't know for sure. So, we'll see what happens. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, dude. How many times have we done Naked Snake? 118 in a row. This will be a 118th stream in a row for Naked Snake. We'll see if we can get Critical Drinker to do some Naked Snake. I don't know about that. We'll see what happens. I feel like that would be that would be. I don't know. He's never done anything like that, right? That's if he even comes on. I don't know if he will. So. Hope so. I really do hope so. Dude, he already got all the shit, man. He already got it all, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, cool. God, Cody, stop doing things.
Okay. So we have these small cups because we only use Yetis in this. Is this enough? That's a good enough size?
Yeah. Well, if you can fit it in there, yeah, do it. Hell yeah.
I'll make it work. It's just going to be weirdly portioned, which is going to be worse for me because it's going to be thick eggs. More. Yeah. But whatever.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Oh, hell yeah. I have a bigger cup. Let me check. Hold on.
Get on it, doggone it. You're good. We got plenty of time, but he got prep for 5 minutes. Can you get Lizzo on the CamelCast? I don't know about that. Get Ryan Cannell. Oh yeah, I'll definitely have Ryan on. Oh yeah, D-Day Cobra is going to come on. Dude, and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers will be on. I totally forgot. He already said he'd come on. Fuck, why do I forget? I've talked to a lot of people. So yeah, Jeremy will be on from Geeks and Gamers. I'll obviously get Ryan. I love that man. He's a good dude. Drunk 3PO Jay said he'll come on as well. So we'll get him on. Count Dankula, I'm gonna reach out to Count Dankula as well. So yeah, Flawed's so chill. Yeah, I think Flawed's been one of the best people I've jobbed with. Him and Nick, of course. They're always really good. Oh, and Anna, dude. Get Vic Mignogna. I could get Vic Mignogna. Yeah, I could easily get Vic Mignogna. I have Vic Mignogna's phone number. All right, here we go. So we're gonna do Naked Snake first. Okay. You don't have to sing it. Flawed.
All right, because I don't know the song.
So. Oh, you're good. Yeah, neither did Nick. So I'm gonna sing it. It might be slightly misaligned because there's a slight delay. So don't cringe at me too hard, guys. But we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. And get Pillsbury to on. Yeah.
We putting 4 eggs in this cup.
4 eggs.
Okay. All right.
4 eggs, glass of milk, and I would say about 2 ounces of your favorite liquor. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll set that up here in a second. Sean Mallory, what's up, dude? Jesse Bott's here at Skytex Twigs. Eric Stone, he's a bitch. Get Pillsbury Doho on. I mean, I could, yeah. I might do that one day as well. Yeah, for sure. RTU and Boogie. Oh yeah, I'll get Rich from Review Tech on, of course. He's my boy. A lot of people don't like him. Depending on who, like I've had people message me and like, I don't like Rich. And I'm like, that's fine. I like him. I like him. All right. Let's do this bullshit, boys. Everybody watching on Rumble, make sure you like the stream, please.
Hit the like.
We're almost to 100 likes on Rumble already. What's Ad Blocker Plus has been updated. Okay, cool. Thank you. EMBRS, if you guys like bass, what about Promise? Oh, dude, yeah.
I've heard of them.
Les Claypool is the GOAT. I've seen Promise 3 times.
They have a song called Mud, right? Is that group?
My Name is Mud.
Yeah. Okay, My Name is Mud.
Yeah, My Name is Mud. On Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, there was a song called Jerry's a Rescue Driver. He drove so goddamn fast. Yeah, it's a great song. It's a great song. Dude, I did a really good job with that thumbnail, man. Like,
yeah, you did. You definitely did.
Yeah, I was real happy with that. I made a little shadow of all your body and everything with just an airbrush. And
I just had it on my screen, just huge.
Even the gavel, son.
Yeah, that's the part I was wasn't sure if you're gonna if I made it too hard for you to get because the green screen was limited.
I've gotten real good at this shit. My old roommate used to do them for me, and then she moved to California, and she did them a little bit, but she had her own job, and I didn't want to stress her out, so I was like, fuck it, I'll learn it.
Yeah.
So I did a crash course on it. I had her tell me what all the tools do, and I get better every time. I'm like, dude, I love it. It's my favorite thing is making thumbnails. Love it.
See, that's my least favorite thing, but it's because I have so many to make, but I enjoy making it. I actually enjoy the creative process.
How many videos you put out a day?
So I stopped. I used to put out 3.
3 videos a day?
Yeah, now I put out maybe 1 every 3 days.
Same. Yeah, same. I do 1 every 3 days. I did daily for 2 months, and I almost was like, you know what? I'm just gonna that shotgun looks really tasty.
That's what happened to me too. I was I'm taking a break for a month
because I would schedule out 2 weeks in advance, for 2 weeks straight, and then I would blink, and it was like the last day, and I'm like, oh no.
Yep, that's what happens.
No,
but the everyday was also one of the most growth. I grew a lot during that time.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, and I think the algorithm really liked it too. They were like, "Hey, man," because 2 months later, it was my biggest month of my entire career, and I was like, "Well, what the fuck?" And I wasn't putting out daily content. Shani says, "If I come to Vegas, do I have to pay for the Ricada show thing?" DM me, and I'll ask Nick and the security people. I don't think it would be a problem, but I'll ask. Because I know I do have an entourage coming with me that are going in, so we'll see. I don't think it'll be a problem though. I do know Derek and Ty, Derek Huda and Ty did pay for theirs already. Oops. But they're also supporting us, so that's really good of them. So just stop by to say, "Oi, take it easy." Thank you. All right, here we go. This is the 118th Naked Snake featuring Flawed. The 117th featured Nick Ricada. The 116th could have been Anna, but I didn't ask her because she's a woman. And I feel like that might have been a mistake. She's kind of crazy. She might have done this shit. I feel like I missed out, unfortunately. So we're going to do it. Once the chorus pops, that's when I rip my shirt off. You can do the same thing if you want.
Yeah, I'm going right with
Put
it.
the bandana on. I'll tell you when, dude. It'll be good.
Okay.
But let's start this shit. And then, of course, everybody's going to leave because a lot of people probably haven't seen this before. And they're going to be like, what the fuck am I watching? Yeah, because there's 18 clip channels that already have the one from freaking Saturday from me and Nick.
That's the one I saw.
They're like, the comments are like, what are these fags? And I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, it's gay.
Yeah, they're like gay. They're like totally hetero boys. And I'm like, come on now. All right, let me know if you can hear this when I pop it.
Yep.
It might be a little distorted, but this is StreamYard now.
It's all right.
Here we go.
Sounds good.
Make sure you hit the like buttons. It's the Flawed and the Camelot Naked Snake. All right, and then after this, we'll do Fight Milk. It's a whole separate thing.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was all going at the same time.
Yeah, this is just we have the Fight Milk's way worse. Testicular Torsion posting the naked snakes in the chat. I appreciate that, guys. Here we go, guys. Let me take my headset off.
I gotta take mine off too.
With darkness and silence through the night.
Yeah.
I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What I feel in my heart.
All right.
But you're so supreme.
Nice. Hell yeah.
There we go.
Snake eater in my time. There be nobody else. Give a shout out to Flawed, everybody. Cry It's the way I I'm still in a dream state. Flawed lost his ears, but we're still going, boys.
Someday we'll go the rain. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Here we go. Again, you ready, Flawed?
Yep, now I'm ready.
I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there be nobody else. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still a dream state. 118 times in a row, and Flawed is the guest on this one.
We did.
Hell yeah! Look, he looks like a badass dude.
I don't know why. I haven't even been in the sun, so I don't know why my skin is two-toed. I don't know if that's
Woo, Lord! Hell yeah, dude.
That works.
Amazing. Dude, yeah, that tattoo's badass, dude.
Thank you.
You peeled it off, and I was like, oh, that's way cooler than Nick. Nick was just white. Dude, the bandana is super badass too.
This is my girl's bandana.
Yeah.
I couldn't find that one there. She's always a problem solver. I'm like, I need a bandana. And she was like, my microphone. She was dead asleep. And I was like, where that actually works. Thank you.
Dude. Like, yeah, Nick wore a yarmulke.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw him put it on.
Mo is currency says for 69. Jana Mac with the stripper money. Promise. Appreciate you, dude. Lord Narco Wookie with the stripper money. We lost about 30 viewers doing naked. We always do. It always happens. Thank you,
but
guys.
One day
so much.
it'll be the biggest part of your stream. One day.
Yeah. One day. People, there's something about it, dude. People see like a shirtless dude. And they're like, yeah, I'm out.
I'm gone.
They're afraid
you're awakening something. Bye.
They're afraid they're gonna get erection. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to learn this right now.
You're woken something in me. I'm out here. Gotta go make love to my wife to shake it off.
All right. Now we gotta do some fight milk, boys. So what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna go ahead and set up the fight milk, and then we're gonna play the music, and it's the same thing when the freaking big chorus and bass line drops. We're just smash that bitch. Get ready for it. Let me here, mine's sitting right here. There's one. And then the Sailor Jerry. I'm like, yeah, I'm not drinking right now. And then I keep hitting fight milk, so I have to drink a little bit every freaking.
Yeah, I haven't drank in I don't know how long. Honestly.
I haven't sat down and drank since January 14th, 13th.
Wow.
Yeah, and I usually don't drink during my cut cycle.
Yeah.
And I'm down like 28 pounds, I think 25 pounds. I did a before and after picture, and I was like, holy shit. I can't believe how much weight I've already lost. I
didn't know you could even lose weight that quick.
I'm real good at it. I'm probably losing it too fast, but I got real good at it. I don't do cheat meals or anything.
Having trouble going under, but I also don't do anything. I only walk, so I probably should work out a little bit. But I'm having trouble going under like 210. I'm trying to eat better and everything, but I got to actually do the work, I guess.
Yeah, I do 6 days a week in the gym, about 2.5 hours each day. I do 10 minutes high intense cardio, which is like maybe Stairmaster real intense to where you're dripping. Just 10 minutes, because if you do any more, you start attacking muscle mass.
Yep.
And I eat a 1,600 calorie diet, and I do not do cheat meals. So I haven't had almost any.
Discipline as hell.
Yeah. I think once I get a weekend, it doesn't bother me anymore.
That's usually what it is, right? Like you like.
But about a week or two in, because the second week you'll start getting real tired because you don't have any carbs, and your body's actually it's holding on to stuff because it's not used to having to go to other areas. Once your
Yep.
body is like, oh, I guess I'm never getting carbs again, it starts burning your fat for energy and some muscle mass. That's why you want to have your protein intake so you continue to retain your muscle mass. That's the most important thing.
Okay.
So it's time for some fight milk. So
It is.
we're gonna go ahead and make this bullshit.
I'm gonna try my hardest to put it down and keep it down though. That's
Yeah, dude, it's not as bad. It's not as bad as because Nick was so scared, and then after
I'm
he's
scared,
like,
bro.
yeah,
I've been thinking about it nonstop.
Nick was like, "Hey, that wasn't that bad." And I was like, "Yeah, it's
Okay.
not that bad." So, by the way, guys, make sure you guys like the stream. We're 20 away from 600.
Damn,
Come on, boys, come on. So let's
600 likes.
Here we go. So here we go. Boop, boop,
Right.
boop. There's the first one. Boop. Now you might get some eggshell, and it's fine. Oh, I cracked that one. That sucks.
I cracked mine a little bit too, but
God, man, we already fell in. And it's got boogers coming out. Hold on.
yeah.
Let's try this second one. Will be better.
Okay.
I don't know how. I guess I hit it too hard. There we go.
Oh, I got
Now.
it perfect that time.
Come on, come out. Boop.
hit
There it
that one
goes. Yep,
perfect.
we got one. There's a
Okay.
better one. Much better. Now the thing that sucks about this is I usually eat after stream, and I won't
Yep.
be able to eat because this is my calorie intake.
I usually don't eat after stream, but this is basically. Oh my god, there's so many eggs in here. That is so many eggs.
Oh no, dude! This no one's ever done double fight milk with me, so it's
I have organic eggs, so they're producing a little bit more.
yeah. Everybody was like, Nick set a really high bar for your streams. And I'm like, well, Flawd just raised the shit, so didn't think it would get raised anymore. But there it is. All right, so we got the 4 eggs. One of them exploded, so he's kind of gooey looking. And then we got the milks, and there it is. There you go. You shit. You got see that I'm jealous as hell right now. It's like you still have core definition right now, man. You know how hard it is for me to get core definition. I have to be at like 6% body fat.
Is that enough?
All right, here we
I'll put
go.
a little bit more in there. Mix it around. Not mix it around, but make sure.
There you
light
go.
in there.
So we got the big old bitch, and then we take the
Okay.
where is it? Sailor Jerry.
Okay,
Which
I got some of my stuff here.
The shitty thing is with whiskey, it usually mixes.
Yeah.
Sailor Jerry just sits on the top, and it hits me first, and I hate it.
Okay.
I don't mind if it's mixed, but Sailor Jerry for some reason hits me first. But it's all I have, so we're doing Sailor Jerry.
Okay. I got
All right,
whiskey.
boys. Yeah, I think
2
Sailor
ounces?
Jerry's rum. I think it's pretty good alone, but God, it's bad when it's mixed. Well, with this shit.
I might have
Song
a
for
little
tonight,
bit.
Ebony and I. All right, boys.
Okay.
Here we go. Like the stream. I'm going to start the music, and you'll know, Flawd. You'll know.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you put on the wrong headphones? Is that what happened?
Well, so I don't know what happened, to be honest. I have these headphones. These are like expensive ass headphones, and they worked when I walked away.
Yeah.
I came back and there was no sound. All I could hear was myself. So I think it's my mixer, but I don't know what would enable these ones to make noise, but not those ones. It doesn't really make sense. Yeah.
Well, rock on, dude. It's time. It's time. Let me thank a few people real quick. We're gonna scroll through it for about 10 seconds, and I'm gonna thank some of these crazy drops in here, and then I'll cover all these here in a bit. But let's give Shanny, Jeezy F, Trent Westbrook, Disco Cobra, Patrick Power, of course, with his pink ass, Casey, of course, Trent Westbrook with a 380. Jesus, Mary Joseph. Disco Cobra again, freaking 50 times a Disco Cobra here. Patrick Power with a huge one. Thank you guys so much. A lot of super chats tonight. We hit all the knots, by the way. We hit the gold knot, orange knot, everything. Appreciate you guys.
Damn.
Let's do it. It's time for the fight milk. Here we go. Let's start it up right now. We're going ham. Now, I'll give you some advice. Can you hear the music?
Yep, I can.
All right. Here's your advice.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever chugged. You probably have.
I've chugged alcohol, yeah.
Yeah. Just open that throat and let it go and don't
Yeah.
even think about it.
Okay.
Because the alcohol is going to be first and it's going to suck. And then when the eggs hit, they're going to hit your throat and they're going to go, "Whoop." It's rough. But it's not that bad. Trust me.
Okay.
Try to get it all at one go.
Okay.
Because double drinking, triple drinking sucks.
Yeah.
It's like proteins, you know. Here we go. Everybody get your locks up. Flawd's going hard. He's doing double 5 milk with your boy today. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Let's go. It's about to come. You'll hear it when the bass drops. You'll hear it building up. You already know. Here we go. Here it comes. It's 8 bars.
Yep.
Here we go. All right, everybody. Here we go. Go.
I'm not playing.
Oh my God.
Whoa, okay, that wasn't as bad. That wasn't as bad.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Okay.
Nick made it look. He was a bitch. You did great.
Yeah, he didn't like that. I'm not gonna lie, he did. He definitely did.
Oh God, it's rough.
I really thought I was gonna throw up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude.
No, when I was drinking it, I didn't. Before, I thought it was gonna.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that hard drinking it.
When the alcohol hits and then the milk hits, like
Yeah.
it's like this
Yeah, it's weird.
crescendo of taste,
Yeah.
and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. And then once you get down, you're like, no, it's fine.
And the eggs don't really have a taste.
No, they're just
the-
like
yeah, it's that.
they're just
good.
solid things.
The one last egg though.
It's always the last one. You're like,
one last egg was rough.
you're like, I might throw up.
Yeah, that one last one
Jesus,
hit.
dude.
Yeah. Damn, man. I'm proud of myself. You just made me a man today.
Yeah, there you go.
I never chugged an egg before.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's easy. And next time you go on, next time you come on, you'll know now.
I'll be prepared for it.
Oh, it's fine. We can do this bullshit.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
Now,
nice.
dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm getting intolerant to this shit, but I always get a massive headache after I do fat milk. So
Really?
just letting you know. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's every time now. I get a real big headache. So right when I end the stream, I pop like 4 ibuprofen.
Damn.
And then I'm good.
Damn.
It just happened. I think it started happening like about 6 months ago. I'm like, dude,
I get headaches too, though.
I'm like, oh shit, I gotta take ibuprofen because I'll die otherwise. We're gonna remove the doom music. Thank you, Patrick Power. Thank you, Trent Westbrook. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna scroll through this real quick. Do you want to stay? Oh shit, what did I kill? Oh shit, I thought I ended something. I was like, do you want to stay for the super chats? Do you have any problem with that?
Yeah, okay.
All right. I've already read all of them, but I like to go back through and give everybody some kisses.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And Morris was the only Rumble ranter today with 3 of them, 5, a 1, and a 2. Thank you over there, Morris. Make sure, by the way, you guys like the stream on Rumble. We're probably almost to 100 by now. And of course, we got the local stream coming directly after this. So please, if you don't mind, post the locals in my chat, please, mods. So real quick, like Shanny, Billy Hatcher, Trent Westbrook, Lord Zero, Great Liquor, Billy Hatcher, Patrick T, GZF, Anjali, Roman, Halo Millennium, Trent Westbrook, Backgoat, Disco Cobra, Jesus de Villa, Patrick Power, Anjali, Q Ball, Patrick Power, Q Ball, Shanny, Patrick Power again, Kara Fro, you beautiful hippie conservative, saying Kara Fro, Casey, Richard, Matt Fortune, saying Wild Horse, saying Disco Cobra, Trent Westbrook, Casey, hippie conservative, Ballard got his number 3. What's up, dude? I'm sorry I didn't see that, dude. Matt Fortune, Shanny, Casey, Andy Ackerman, Casey, Shanny, saying Noah Saunders, saying Noah Saunders, Jay Lucky, Disco Cobra, Casey, Matt Fortune, saying Matt Fortune, Casey, Noah Saunders, Disco Cobra, Noah Saunders, Rodicus, Matt Fortune, Busted Knuckle, Disco Cobra, Dirt Bike. I missed that one. No, I didn't. I read that one. Thank God. Dirt Bike. Kerry Davidson, Trent Westbrook, Master Lions, Noah Sanders, Matt Fortune, Noah Saunders. Don't forget Patrick Power with a big one. And don't forget Trent Westbrook with a 380. Jesus,
Damn.
Mary Joseph. Wolf Spain.
Double fight milk. Or
He got it. He got it. He
did.
He got that shit.
He
Him
definitely
and Patrick and Disco banded together, man. Wolfsbane, E1 Stick, Narco Wookie, Promise, Jada Mac, Ammo's Currency, GZF, E1 Stick, Ammo's Currency, and Master Lions with 5 gifted memberships. Guys, you are amazing and insane. Every single one of these shows, man. every time. I'm like,
I'm just
damn,
happy I outdid Rakita with the
Yeah,
milk.
you did. You outdid
That
his
made me feel
ass.
better.
Yeah, he's gonna be on. He's gonna be on CamelCast. I think 6 because
Let
we're gonna
him
be
know.
we're gonna be in the suite together.
Let him know.
So we
what
got
happened here.
So yeah, so that's gonna happen.
Hell
So
yeah.
he'll have to up his game to match
Yeah.
you. But thank you guys, everybody. If you guys are not following Flawed, please, one of my mods put his channel in the chat right now. It's also in the description as well.
I'd appreciate it.
Give him some love. This dude's kick ass, son.
Thank
There
you,
ain't
man.
many people I jive with. Like,
Yeah,
not,
no,
not
I got
this
along
well.
with you immediately. I like
yeah,
you.
dude. I knew it. I felt it. I felt it in my bones, man.
Me too. But
I felt it in my
really,
completely no homo bones.
I was gonna say I really felt it in my anus, but
Well, okay, full homo. It's fine.
yeah.
I was trying to be discreet, you
but
know,
we're
for the
not-
audience. But okay, well,
yeah, there we go.
I didn't know we were so open.
If we ain't
about
fucking, it ain't gay. It's just a
Jesus.
feeling in the
it.
beginning.
Hell yeah! See, now I'm excited. Well, I can't wait for Houston. What's up? Yeah, everybody go follow Flawed, please, please, please. And make sure you're subscribed here because I think we might be at 214K now, but we were only like 50 away when I started the stream. So get the hell on it. Diggity doggone it. I'm gonna post my link to my locals stream right now for all my boys. It's gonna be the CamelCast 004
Hell yeah.
post show. Come and hang, boys. All right, so that's already
All right.
posted. So let's hit that. I'm gonna post this link in the thing here. All right, link is posted in my chat for everybody. That's the local show after show for the CamelCast. Go get on there.
In the chat. I'm gonna be in the chat with you guys.
Hell yeah,
I'm
sweet.
trying to get in there. I don't know why I'm not able to right now. Oh, there we go. I see it now. Okay.
There you go. There you go. Anything, dude? What do you want to shout out, Flaw? What do you got?
Stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5
Friday,
o'clock
Saturday,
Central.
Sunday.
Yep. And on Friday we do music reactions. You guys get to request whatever you want. 3 every Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday we do. We just like have activities. Past Saturday we did we usually compete with each other because we're mad competitive. So we tried to guess songs based on like 2 seconds of it playing, and I whooped their ass. But like that's the type of shit we're trying to get into, trying to make it more lit, and we're gonna start doing just stuff that's interactive, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what we're
hell
gonna
yeah,
start doing.
dude. So follow Flaw for that shit, boys. Do you have a locals yet?
Yeah, I do.
Hell yeah,
Flawdzilla.locals.
dude. I'll post it in my locals when we do our stream.
Word.
Because the people that's going to be in the locals are the true blue boys. So I'll
Okay.
post it in there. Get you some
yeah.
love. Blake Bam Bam says, "Can you please get Vic Mignogna on here? I will text him literally right now, and I'll let him know."
I don't even know.
Yeah, he's the dude. Me and him gotten drunk together a lot. So
okay.
I bet
Must
he'd
have been
do
lit.
so. I bet he'd do Naked Snake. He's in great shape. So I bet he'd do.
Okay.
He,
This
usually-
makes me want to get in shape because,
dude. I mean, you got
after
to,
hearing your story, I would want to do it now before it's too late, and I can't.
dude.
know?
I can tell from your body composition that you have potential to be freaking monstrous. Because
That's what I like to hear.
I saw you like sitting back and you have core definition, and I'm like, God, you know how hard it is for me to get core definition.
Because I'm usually not like this big. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think it's once I hit 33, I just started gaining weight. But
Dude,
before that, I've always been
yeah.
like 150, 140 my whole life.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
it does. I mean, if you've been that way your whole life, it takes 3 months to get there.
Okay.
It's real quick. So you just got to do no cheat meals. That's the rough
Yeah.
part. But once you get into it, you're good.
Yeah, Mo's forcing me, so I'll be on that.
Yeah. All right, boys, join the local stream. I'll see you guys here in a bit. Subscribe to Flawed. He's goated as hell. I love
Appreciate y'all.
you. Again, Trent
Thank you
Westbrook.
for having me, brother.
Hell yeah, dude. It was all, dude. This is the best one. I loved it. I loved it.
I had a great time.
I don't want to say that in front. I don't know if Nick.
I don't
doubt
want
Nick's.
Nick's position.
I don't
but
think
had a great
Nick's.
time.
I don't think he's watching or anything. But this was a
He's
good
a
show.
fan.
This is a good show.
Thank you.
Trent Westbrook, you goated as hell. Patrick, I love you, and Shani, I love you, and Disco, I love you. Get the hell on it, dog on it. I'll see you guys Saturday on the next. Or sorry, Wednesday. What the fuck's today? Monday?
Today's Monday.
Fuck, I hate Monday. All right, Wednesday. I'll see you guys on the CamelCast. I'll either have Tug or that or Gundam. It's a Gundam. We'll see.
Wow, those are
We'll
big
see.
names, bro. That's crazy.
Dude, thank God that I know Anna. She knows all
That's
these guys.
wild.
I'll say she came on the first show. She's cool as hell.
That's
All right, boys.
dope.
Nervous Wreck, White Meat. Love you, dude. I love you guys all in the chat. If I didn't mention your name or chat and talk to you in the chat, I apologize. I will get back to you. I love you guys. You guys are goated as hell. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Hell yeah.